Gloria Estefan escapade. Do you remember?
So
that was our last show 7 weeks ago.
I think that they've decided that we should just not be together.
I think that's right.
Yeah, we won't be together.
But then the next 2 weeks, it's you and I wall to wall, isn't it?
That's it. Kitchen. That's it. Power grab. Yes. We have got a fantastic show, and I mean the type of show that when you look on paper, you kind of think to yourself, is this just one show or is it actually 5 shows? Because there's so much and so many great offers. Some of the most extraordinary gemstones coming your way today. You know me, I'm a little bit of a gemstone fanatic, and I have got an arrangement of gemstones that just make me go, yes, you can tell it's the weekend. We have got for you Zavverite Garnet, the most extraordinary rainbow moonstone, plus natural lemon topaz to look forward to today. All of those are within the show, but we also, as I say, we're also focusing on chips and nuggets. And I tell you what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got at least 5 bundles of chips and nuggets that I'm hoping to be able to get into today's show. And I mean mega bundles, including nuggets of emerald, including nuggets of, hematite, which we haven't seen for ages. No. I mean, ages we haven't seen hematite in nuggets. I mean, Mark's going, yeah, I know, really. It's the kind of stone, yeah. Oh, have you,
sorry.
Have you already got them?
Sorry.
How have you already got them? Seriously, how have you already got them? I don't know why. How have you got them? He's not even talking.
Sorry.
He's already worked. That's because we haven't seen hematite in nuggets for such a long time.
God, for ages. I think since I've worked for JewelleryMaker, I've only seen it once. I mean, it's so rare to get hematite chips. So I'm ecstatic today. I can't wait.
And there's also something that you're rather pleased with us, aren't you? Because there's quite a lot of people who've been asking for something very specific from us. And we're going to do this.
That's all we need to do. That's all we need to do.
If we do this. We could do this, but it doesn't look quite as effective. No. We've got something, we have what you want, okay? But we have, it's been a while since I said that. I got what you want. In fact, to be honest, I've never said that ever. Really? Right, let's start with, well, you can tell what I'm going to start with, can't you? Because there is absolutely no point in bringing you a macrame show without bringing you the essential tools of the trade. And for a long time we lived without these, and now we look back and go, how and why did we not, from the very beginning, have a macrame board like this? It works so well. It's an essential. It's something of a must-have. Now then, let's just stop a second and let's just refer back, because I know there might be people who already know what macrame is, and I know there's probably quite a lot of people who've gone, oh yes, I definitely need this, and this is definitely something I'm going to buy. Brilliant. But let me introduce macrame to you as a technique, because you might be watching going, I have never heard of macrame, Vic, I don't even know what it is. So let's turn to the expert and let's say to Mark, how would you best describe macrame?
Okay, macrame it's basically a knotting technique. There are probably 4 or 5 fundamental knots to make thousands and thousands of different types of jewellery. And we're just starting to get involved with the micro macrame over the past few weeks, as you know. Yes. And what we have coming up later, we will definitely need for that. But as far as macrame board goes, it's got everything you want. It's got the grid on the front, which is gridded off in inches. And then you've got all the slots along the side. So you can, in effect, have a piece of work with 30 or 40 threads, whereas you couldn't do anything like that with a bulldog clip and a board, as we started off with.
Yes, and that's how we began,
That's how we did about a year ago. So no, they're fantastic. I can't live without mine now.
And all of the shots that you're seeing here, all the photographs, they're all different versions of your macrame. Whether you're working with wire, whether you're working with cord, whether you're going to work with satin or leather, or whether you're going to work with beading thread. I mean, those of you who've got lots and lots of beading thread sitting there, you can do it with beading thread. There is no boundary with macrame. As long as you've got some kind of threading, it's literally, you can get knotted. That's what it is. It's just knotting on knotting on knotting, on top and on top. And playing with that is what you've got. Now then, you need to get the board. And there's a lot of people who've already got the board. There's a lot of people who want the board. There's a lot of people who've got the board who want more of the board. Because actually what's interesting is that this is the type of tool that once you've got once, you want to have it multiply. Because if you're doing a technique and you want to move away from one technique to another, this is going to make your life simple, and it's affordable. And that's the essential with our tools. We want them to be practical, but we want them to be affordable. And the mini macrame board is the one that most people are really going for straight away. And straight away is what it has to be. It's your mini macrame board, and we start off our early bird show with just one price tag. You buy the board, nothing else but the board, for just one price of £6.95. And when you start to consider how much jewellery you are going to be able to make, when you consider the influence that one tool can have on the professionalism of the design that you capture, you've got it all for just £6.95. Loads of people instantly joining us on the web. Great to have your company there. Francesca, congratulations. Valerie, Sheila, Selena, I think that's how I say your name. Sorry if I've said your name wrong. Anonymous in Greater Manchester. Tina, Mary's buying too. Not a bad idea. And that's the interesting thing, isn't it, Mark, is that you really do have that multiple purchase opportunity at these types of prices.
Well, it's brilliant. And as we all know, the Shambhala style bracelet, which is still height of fashion, in my opinion, it's still massive.
Huge.
That's a really good way of starting, and then you can just progress. And as you were saying, some of these pieces are from the kits today, and I've made all of these pieces using the mini macrame board. So as you can see, there's so many different styles of bracelets and necklace that you can make.
And it's £6.95. Yes, you could get a bulldog clip and a board for yourself, but the bulldog clips are actually, I mean, you spend a couple of pounds on bulldog clips and a piece of board.
Well,
and really, when you've got something like this where it's actually designed, and when you see Mark working with the board, which you will today, so if you're wondering, you know, how does it work and how do you best get the best out of the board, you'll see all of that today, because it is a show that will showcase this at its very, very best. Gosh, loads of people now on the phone lines. County Durham, Lincolnshire, Northumberland, Somerset, Kent, Merseyside, around about a queue of about 60 seconds, so please do be patient on those phone lines. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. You could join us at 0800 644 655 or join us at JewelleryMaker.com. It doesn't seem to matter how many times we put the macrame board on air, it seems to always be one of our top sellers. And why? Because it's so useful, because it has a real sense of achievement by the end. And Mark, one of the things about it is that we started with cord, and actually the cord is just the beginning, like a Shambhala-esque style bracelet. It's just one potential. And in truth, the different mediums of textures that you can create with the likes of satin, with the likes of leather, with the likes of beading thread, all of those create different looks.
It's amazing. And I don't know whether you knew or not, but next Tuesday, Lucy and I are recording a DVD. And it's imagine a wedding day filled with macrame jewellery. So we've got items for the bride, we've got items for the bridesmaids, for mother of the bride, female guests, and we're doing things like tiaras and hair combs. And it's using the small macrame board to make all of these really high-end looking bridal jewellery. There's some beautiful pieces being made.
And the thing is that I think a lot of people, if you say Shambhala, will think, you know, perhaps day wear jewellery. And actually, the one thing about macrame is that the intricacy of something like a micro macrame design and taking some of these pieces like this, that's evening wear as much as it is day wear.
Absolutely. We were talking about boards and bulldog clips. You wouldn't be able to make a necklace like this, because you'd have to, I mean, I think it was 9 or 10 cords, so you'd have to have, for each of those cords, you'd have a bulldog clip, and it would just be a real mess. With this, it just keeps everything nice and compact, all together, neat, which is how I like to work.
And we have got the larger board as well. So those of you who want to advance, and I know that the mini macrame board is a great way to introduce macrame to people without breaking the bank. The larger board is most certainly one for those who are ready to develop. For example, you know, for starting to challenge yourself to get multiple cords, you know, your 10 cords, etc. The larger board will probably be more for you. I suggest that the mini macrame board is for anybody who's getting started, anybody who's already got started. started. The good news is that if you are getting started, you get your free tutorial booklet and DVD that comes as part. Now let me find that there. I'm hiding now because I'm here. Here it is. The Get Started tutorial booklet introduces you to us as a company, but also introduces you to techniques that are essential to get started into jewellery making on a whole. So that includes things like how to knot, how to create head pins and jump rings, etc. And then on top of that, you also get a backup with the DVD, and that's an hour long of techniques. This is a getting started DVD, and this is an example of one of the how to make a gemstone circle, and that gives you all the step-by-step instructions, and all of that comes free of charge with your first purchase with us. If you do want to get started into macrame specifically, we do also have a DVD that backs that up. And interestingly enough, Mark, you started macrame with that DVD.
With Debbie's. I mean, I've recounted this story so many times, but in the long distant past, we used to have a section called Challenge the Designer.
Yes.
And one of our viewers, a lovely lady called Claire, sent me an email with some strands and asked me to make jewellery for her husband and teenage sons. Shock horror on my face, you know, I've never made jewellery for men before. So I grabbed Debbie's DVD, the first one, watched that 2 or 3 times, and what's happened now in the past 2 years? It's just incredible.
And that's the interesting thing about it is that with jewellery making in particular, it feels like there's always an evolution. There's always something, there is a definite start point, but actually I think for a lot of people, the start point is just going, actually I'm going to try it. I'm just going to go for it, because for a long time, and I know quite a lot of people who are like the lovely ladies who are in our workshop right now, you can get started. Actually, pardon me, I think the getting started, the actual first steps into jewellery making are probably the most momentous, because once you're there, once you're on the journey just gets more and more exciting, more and more interesting. The macrame DVD, and we have 2 actually back to back. We've got the original one which Debbie created, and then we also have Mark's edition as well. So we have 2 different DVDs available to you. So if you do want to develop your techniques, then you can do so with the DVD. Of course, our DVD's coming in at just £4.95. That's it, £4.95 is available to you. And Mark, I think I'm right in saying you also did the Makes for Men DVD as well, didn't you?
And that was using Macrame Board pretty much all the way through. And also, fingers crossed, the intermediate macrame, we're desperately trying to get it for our show next week.
Ooh, ooh, get you with your little
really
coup. I didn't even know that. See, he knows things that I don't. Right, back in stock. Back in stock, and Mark doesn't know this because it's literally just come through in my ear. It is back in stock, the men's macrame DVD, because it's sold out, and it is back in stock. This is it. Makes for Men DVD. Here it is.
There it is.
And I have to say, just check out, I think that Mark and Drew may have had a conversation before the DVD saying, so what are you going to wear? I don't know. What are you going to wear? I'm thinking about wearing a shirt and a jacket. And what are you going to wear? I'm thinking about wearing, you know, a bit of designer stubble and a nice tank top. Is that what you did? Tell the truth.
No.
Yeah. Can I just show us that? Can we see that little clip again?
No, don't.
Just so we can see. Check out the matching men. They're like bookends. Look at this. What are you going to wear? What kind of glasses are you going to wear? You've even got matching glasses. So
brilliant.
the DVD, the Makes for Men DVD, very, very popular, and now back in stock, £4.95. Now, Mark, you do a lot of macrame, but you also do a lot of leather work.
A lot of leather and metal, yes. We've had this little...
Sorry. As soon as I said that, it made me laugh. You do a lot of leather.
There's a leather and metal section.
Yes, there is.
And rubber, actually.
Say again?
There's rubber as well.
And there's rubber as well.
Yes.
Nice. We have got a combination of incredible techniques to get under your belt with this fantastic hour-long DVD with Mark. I know there's a lot of people who've been waiting for it to be back in stock. It hasn't been in stock for a while, and those of you who missed out when it was first launched, those of you who missed out on the second launch, well, don't miss out this time. Please don't miss out. £4.95 is all you pay, an hour long. And let's go through. You learn the slip knot, You learn the railroad bracelet. Ah, this is the railroad bracelet. There you go. There's your railroad bracelet. You also learn leather and metal. A cuff is a cuff, wrapped bracelet, and also the ball chain bracelet. So you've got plenty of different techniques with that is just hilarious. Please, every time we talk about this DVD, please can we see that little snapshot of Drew and Mark, brothers, almost twins, separated at birth, and they found each other in this DVD. Just as hilarious. They've even, neither of you, all like kind of you two, both Drew. Look at you.
Oh.
Look at the stubble. They've even got matching stubble. Matching glasses, matching stubble. Yeah, I'm thinking about growing my hair out. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'll grow my hair out too. Hi, what are you going to do with your facial hair today? Well, I was thinking for the DVD to have a little bit of man goatiness going on. Oh yeah, me too. Is that what you did?
No. It's complete coincidence, honestly.
No, listen. He'll say they didn't, but they did. It's Drew. I mean, Drew always likes to coordinate. £4.95 is all you pay. Veronica, Natalie, Tanya, Sandra, Susan, Cheryl, Tina, Geraldine and Linda, Elspeth, Marion, congratulations to you. Lovely to have your company. Nice to have the DVD back in stock. An hour-long DVD. Now then, good news is that the early birds don't stop there. No? The early birds get even more birdy.
More ornithological.
If I knew what that word meant, yes, it's that.
Ornithology, the study of birds.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it's becoming more bird-like.
Yes.
Because this is the time for the T-birds.
That's clever, I like that. Were you ever a T-bird?
No, I was a pink lady.
You're a pink lady. Of course you
Yeah.
are.
And actually tomorrow, and you will find that I've made a decision tomorrow. I'm going to a fancy, well, hopefully, if all turns out okay. But I'm meant to be going to a fancy dress thing tomorrow, straight after work. And we have to get dressed as 80s musical icons, right? And I was like, so who do I go for? Who do I go for? I was like, oh no, 70s or 80s. Do you want to know who I've decided? Because I have the outfit already. Do you want to know? Yeah. Not Kylie. No, not Kylie. Tell me about it. Stirred. Olivia Newton-John. Oh yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to have the hair and everything. I've got the leather trousers. I have to wear everything because I'm meant to be going straight to. Now that's based on if my daughter's all right, because my daughter's a little bit poody at the moment, and if she is watching, I don't know whether she might be back at the doctor's, but if she is watching, love you. Right, let's just quickly go. So we said T-birds, which I dressed straight into my fancy dress for tomorrow, and hello there. Right, Mark, you said to us before we came to wear this morning, you said, now please tell me that you're not going to do what we've done before. Because there's been quite a lot of people who want this
oh gosh, yes.
Who want these. And when they say they want them, they don't want to buy the Macrame board because they've already got the Macrame board. And so the last time you saw these, we gave you them with the Macrame board, and quite a lot of people said, actually, we don't want the Macrame board because we've already got that. We've already got what we need. Now we just need these. Yes, they are back. And I'm going to say now, the moment I put these graphics on, you've got to be quick. These are the essential for anybody who's ready to develop their techniques into micro macrame, anybody who wants to get that tension to their macrame. These are an absolute essential. Mark has raved and raved and raved about these, and I will have to say that they're not going to hang around. You will get 2 lots of satin cord to work alongside your tees as well, because of course if you're going to get the tees you need to have the satin cord to play with them and to get that fantastic technique under your belt. So you'll get 10 meters of your satin cord, plus on top of that your T-bars. Now then, do you want to know how they work? You need to keep watching today. Mark will show you today how these work and how you get the best results to your macrame using these tools. Now those of you who already know are already buying. Those of you who don't know yet, buy, because they probably will sell out, and then watch. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you make your decision when you've seen Mark work with them that you don't want them, then you can, you know, send them back. But if you don't buy them instantly within this early bird situation, there's every chance you won't get them at all. This will be, every chance, a sellout deal for today. These are your essential Macrame Board T-pins. They will make such a huge difference, and you'll see how you can get the intricacy of design thanks to getting the tension created by the T-pins. Mark will show us that later on. You've got 35 pieces of your T-pins, and you're getting 20 meters of your satin cord, and that's all together for one price tag. The price tag, and this is the reason that lots of people say, well, I don't want to buy the board, all I want is just the T-pins. All right then, you got it. For just £6.95. We listen to you, we respond to what you said. And it was Mark who said to us this morning, and I'd already said exactly the same thing to Dion, who would then listen to me, bless her. She said, for once, Dion, my producer, listened to me. I know. She's like, that, well, I'll put it with the Macrame Board. I went, no, don't put the T pin, because everybody's got the Macrame Board, and if they've got the Macrame Board, now they just want the T's. So we'll give you the satin cord, because of course that then gives you the chance to get your finishing touches and getting started with the T-pins. £6.95 is all you pay. Look at how busy it is. There are multi-buyers on this, and I'm not surprised by that. Thank you, lovely. What's this? What is it? Oh, is this how you store them? Yeah. This is Mark's store.
Oh,
ready?
dear.
It's like a little gift. Ready? Oh! That's Mark's storage. You see, the thing is that we should have next week. We should talk about storage. We should do trade show storage.
Brilliant idea.
Like, that's what we're going to do. Next week we'll do trade show storage on
Wednesday.
Wednesday, isn't it? I was just going to say, what day is it? I couldn't remember. Wednesday of next week we have trade show, big style, and I mean, as big as we've probably ever gone on trade show. We know there's a lot of people who hold off, and actually we have a lot of people who take the day off work to watch our trade shows. That's how big they are. So with that in mind, I've got new busts to come in. I've also got new T-bars for your displays, etc. We've got some fantastic mega strands. So loads of deals to look forward to. We think potentially the launch of a brand new DVD, if we can get it in stock in time. Plus, if that wasn't enough, I have to say, both myself and Ollie this morning were having a look at what we've got tomorrow, and I will just give you the heads up. I've got brand new gemstone chain tomorrow.
I watched it being filmed this morning.
Did you?
Beautiful.
Like?
Beautiful, very much so, very much. And I'm off tomorrow, so I can purchase.
So you will literally just be waiting to pounce, won't you? And they're so long, and they are fabulous.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we've got tomorrow already. We've already got tomorrow sorted with brand new gemstone chain. Now I have got double figures left on our T-pins. Not surprised that this will be a sellout deal for today. This will sell out, so if you want to buy it, don't hold off. You've got to make your purchase now. And as I say, even if you don't know what they do yet, buy them. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. See what Mark does with them, and then make your decision if you're going to send them back. Truthfully, if you don't buy them now, then you won't get the chance to buy them later on when he does a demonstration. So it's well worth making your purchase right away. I've got multi-buys galore, and I do mean literally galore. Lanarkshire, Nottinghamshire, Lincolnshire. I've got Essex, Merseyside, Northamptonshire. Loads of multi-buyers. Mark, in terms of 35 is a really decent quantity, but if you want to make bigger jewellery, multi-buying's a good idea as well, isn't it?
Really good. I mean, the necklace to your right, I used the T-pins, and for each of the little curved segments, I've used 2 pins, so that's pretty much about 40, 45, something like that for that.
Okay.
And as I said, we'll have a quick demo later on how to use the pins, but I think I've managed to get 4 or 5 now. And I've got a new intermediate macrame workshop starting next month.
Have you?
And we're going to be doing T-pin work with that. So I'm building up a stash for the ladies who come on the workshop. So
you've got a macrame intermediate workshop?
My first one, 8th of April. I know,
really?
I know. Yes, it's all bit to time with a DVD launch, hopefully. We'll keep fingers crossed. But no, I'm really excited about it. Can't wait.
So really, 35 is enough if you're going to be doing bracelets. But
Yes.
if you want to extend into neckline pieces, you might want to do multiply
Absolutely.
on
I mean,
that.
this necklace here, I use 9 cords, but I've seen some amazing intricate pieces on the internet where hundreds of cords, you know, and it starts getting a bit like lace work with bobbins. So
I was
the
about
pins,
to say that because I mean, when my nana was alive, and I used to go every Saturday, my nana tried to teach me lace. So she went to try with me once, and I think, to be honest, just gave up instantly because she knew that I just. But using the T-pins totally reminds me of lace work.
It's pretty much the same sort of thing.
It has that same intricacy. It does that main. Mind blowing, left to right, put a pin in, right to left, and then tuck it under. But the T-pins will certainly give you that structure to be able to formulaic for a formulaic finish.
And I like things to be quite intricate and neat and precise.
No, you don't, do you?
Yeah, didn't you know?
No, I didn't know that about you, Mark.
So the pins are fantastic.
If you want to join us, £6.95. How many we've got left, guys? Uh-oh, less than 20 left in stock. And we started with a really big quantity. Less than 20 left in stock. Oh, and apparently the website's now saying sold out. Right, that's probably because I've got about 20 people who have put in their baskets and haven't checked out. Buys in Lanarkshire, Devon, Fife, Carmarthenshire, Hampshire, Hertfordshire even, Yorkshire, Leicestershire, Northumberland, Yorkshire and London. Look, if you don't check out your baskets, somebody on the phone lines is going to take what you want. And that's absolute, right, because I'm now sold out. So you must check it out. Congratulations if you got that one. Sellout deal, and that's just the beginning of our show today. Just the beginning. We've only just begun. Now then, the reason that Marky Mark was so very, very happy this morning, and the reason that he's just been a little bit cheeky and already started jewellery making is because we set him a challenge, and I have to say, the beam, a genuine, like, proper beam of a smile came on his face when we set him the challenge with the hematite, because we haven't seen hematite for ages in nuggets.
No.
And I do honestly think that it's probably over a year, if not longer, than we've seen anything like it. So with that in mind, I will highlight the fact that first come, first served. This is not going to hang around. It's another one. I did say today we had a show that I looked at on paper and went, gosh, it's like I've got 5 shows in one. I've got so many good looking offers, so many incredible deals. I've got brand new earring findings that I've never seen before. That, if you want to get those mega earring drops, I've got those coming your way. I've got some fantastic deals on the gemstones, including natural lemon topaz, which I've never seen before, and Zavverite garnet, a real collector's gem without a hesitation. Cubes of labradorite, the most exquisite rainbow moonstone, and in fact, let's not talk about it, let's show you. It's extremely special, this one. I have no doubt that if you trust your instinct, you will buy this. If you just trust your instinct, this has got to be some of the most exquisite quality on rainbow moonstone. That's it. Look at that close. Ah, takes your breath away, that quality. It really does. Right, challenging Mark is not really a challenge today. Maybe it should be called Make Mark Happy Day. So we're not going to challenge you at all.
No, you're not actually.
No, see? No. Told you, look at the smile on his face. Because the moment you put this combination in front of somebody like Mark, who is, I think, it's fair to say, nugget god, or should we say nougat, we have... What? So, Ollie's just gone, is he not the god of the nuggets? No. I guess not. We have the most wondrous combination of gemstones here in nugget form. Double strands, which always make your jewellery go so much further. Oh man, I'm just loving today. I think my jaw's going to hurt from smiling too much today. One of those days. Moonstone, hematite, amethyst, onyx and citrine all together in one bundle. Are we doing the bundle straight away? Well, we just go. Like Dion's not even holding off and saying, "Oh, we'll hold this one back and we'll do it later on in the afternoon when we've seen Mark's creations." And she's like, "No, I've already got people buying it, Vic. So I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to go for broke." Okay, go. Sorry, they've just shown me the call screen and the number of people who already put. I think that might have been based on me saying hematite. And then the moment I've said hematite nuggets, masses, and web buyers are busy again today. Great to have you come. Look at that, it's like a tower of gemstones. Amethyst, citrine, green onyx. I mean, that is springtime, isn't it? That is just springtime. Oh, that is just spring. Oh. I'm trying to think of another song other than "When it's spring again, you hear again, tulip." What's that? Give me another song that's got spring in it. That's not got spring in it. It's just saying because I'm happy. That's not bad. What's a song with spring in it? Younger than springtime are you? That's a. Anyway, give us a springtime. What's the song with the spring in? Morning is broken. No, that's not got spring in it. Thanks for that, Dion. Thanks for the lovely. In fact, Dion's going to sing you a lovely rendition right now. Ready? Straight to my microphone. Ready, Dion? Go. Everybody's like that. No, make it stop, make it stop. Everybody was having such a good day until Dion sang. We have got for you spring. Right, can you text in? I need to find a song that's got spring in it. I just want a song that's not Tulips from Amsterdam, and it's not, what was the other one I've just sang? Younger Than Springtime. Think of another song that's got spring in it. Spring. I can't think of another song that's got spring in it. Text in 60777. JM Studios, where you need to start your text with, so we know that you're talking to us. Give us your name and then tell us what is a song that has the word spring. Spring. Like the summer songs, isn't it? Summer, summer, summertime. I mean, there's always those, but there's not spring, spring, springtime. It just doesn't run as well, does it? It just doesn't have that. Spring Fever by Elvis. Oh, I don't know that one. You'd think that you would know a song by Elvis that was called Spring Fever. Yeah. So, text in 60777. Tell us about your spring songs. Oh, hang on a minute. Like this, Norma. It's not about spring, it's just about the nuggets. Let's have a look. Hi, Vicky and Mark. Oh, Mark, you have started something now. I've gone nugget crazy after the workshop last week. Best wishes, and that's Norma. Oh, you've set it off now, have you?
Norma's amazing. Norma and Frankie came to both workshops Friday and Saturday, and Saturday was only my second chips and nuggets, and we had 10 ladies in. Wow. It was a full house Saturday, and everyone had a lovely time. Made some stunning jewellery, and Norma, I know you're watching, is a real character.
Well, Norma,
amazing. Yes.
Norma, you're going to like today a lot. We're going to take you to Nugget Heaven today, Norma, because we have got so many incredible. I've got emerald nuggets coming up later on in a big way. Gorgeous. Okay, you've got here not just your springtime looks. Oh my goodness me, they're still singing in my ear. But this time they're singing summertime, right? Please listen again. Now you think that sometimes I might go off on a tangent, and you want to know why, because I deal with this on a day-to-day basis. Ready to sing? She said she's ready. This is like some kind of X Factor. Ready? Go. Good. I like. 7. We have got for you a fantastic treat. It's selling out, so you're going to have to be really quick. It's your springtime look from your amethyst, your onyx, and also your citrine. You've got some wonderful moonstone, but then it's that hematite that's got our Mark smiling. I haven't seen hematite, he hasn't seen hematite like this for a very long time, which is what makes us smile when we then tell you you've got your 5 double strands for just £12.95. Power grab. If you want to join us, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. Of course, once you've paid your postage and packaging, you've paid it for the whole day. So you can keep on purchasing as many times as you like, and it doesn't matter how large your bundle becomes. It doesn't matter how big your parcel is. The likes of the Macrame Board. Just realised what I just said there. I just realised what I just said. Oh, that's funny. Pauline in Wiltshire. Oh, funny. Okay. On my way on holiday. Oh, but stop the journey to buy the chip bundle. That's Pauline! What? That's genius. They are beautiful. Right, back on the road.
How's she watching though?
I was just going to say, have you stopped off? We just called in at the studio. Right, I'll have that one, please. Where's Pauline? That's brilliant. Oh, it's the one about springtime. Let's have a look. Anne in Lincolnshire, she says, it may be winter outside, but in my heart is spring. Yes. You know that one? No, me neither. Actually, I do know. I did. It may be winter outside, but in my heart it's spring. Yeah, that's the one. Yes, Anne got it. Oh, and another one, the spring song from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory might be a good one, although seemed a bit macabre in the movie. Rosie in Lanarkshire. I don't even know which one that is. The spring song. Which Frank Sinatra one? Spring.
It might as well be spring.
Oh, come on, Scott, sing it. He just knows it's a Frank Sinatra song called It Might Well Be Spring. I don't know that one. Yeah, I can't remember. Ooh, see, there are more songs than we thought there, Kaz. £12.95. I reckon I've probably got maybe 20 left of this bundle, so if you want to join us, hold those lines and it's all yours. With the double strand of the hematite plus your springtime colours of amethyst and citrine, and that green onyx is really fresh. It's a beautiful energy of colour that I think a lot of people will enjoy working with, and you've really got the power of getting that combination of texture to your jewellery thanks to the chips and nuggets, and that's the one thing about why you've always loved working with this, Mark, because it's texture.
Yeah, absolutely, and I keep mentioning this time and time again, but for me, to begin with, it was greed, because you get so many stones, and just to take them all off and play with them. And no, I love them. I absolutely love them.
And I can obviously see that you're busy at the moment. What are you making with the hematites?
Well, I've just got to grips with the Wags Y cone.
Right.
It's taken a while, but I think I'm there now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make instead of making earrings, I'm going to make a rosary chain cluster under a Wags Y cone on a chain, something like that.
Oh, that
big
sounds
pendant
nice.
drop with a hematite first of all. I can't not use the hematite.
Can you do it a little bit longer to about here? Just about there.
Okay.
And then like you mean like tassely thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Okay.
Commissioned.
Yeah.
I just got an outfit. I'll tell you what, I have got an outfit at the moment. Maybe I'll bring it in. I need advice. I don't know what jewellery to wear with it, and it's for a wedding. And you know when I just can't. It's a little dress. It's a lemon dress, and it's like It's like just like one of those bandeau ones, I think they're called, or something. It doesn't have any straps anyway, and I can't decide. I don't know whether to go long or short. And obviously I've asked the husband, and the husband's given advice, and then I thought, well, obviously I'll do exactly the opposite of what he suggested. But I can't decide. Yeah, I can't decide. So yeah, I need some advice. I might try and bring it in, and so you can tell me which.
What's the strap you said?
Oh, bandeau.
What's
bandeau
strap?
Like boob tubey.
Oh, okay.
Like no strapless.
So no straps at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up, right. I've had a couple of people asking me what are the earrings that I'm wearing, because I think the light has caught on them so beautifully that you're intrigued, and rightly so. Intrigued is exactly what you should be. We are looking here at something very, very special. I've not seen this colour of quartz before. I've not seen this quality of rainbow quartz on our channel before. This has got to be the finest. In fact, Mark, earlier on you asked me if it was rainbow fluorite,
yeah,
because of
amazing.
the shade of the blues.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful strand. Never seen anything like it.
Check out that close-up. That is why there's been such a response to these earrings, because they are the most exceptional mystic qualities. And of course, mystic is a coating, but it's adding this like a bubble. That's what it reminds me of. You know, I'm forever blowing bubbles, with the light just playing and moving, iridescence all the time. They are exquisite. Truly exquisite. And if I show you them in a piece of jewellery, you can see how they work so very, very well indeed to really be a focal point. Normally this size of bead is an accent stone, but to be honest, there's nothing other than being a centerpiece to your jewellery making, with such good looking mystic qualities. And the base colour, I think that's the reason that Mark made the assumption that they were fluorite, is very much along the fluorite greens and blues. There's certainly that quality about them. And maybe it's the base of that colour that's making the most of the cut. I don't know, but all I'll say is that I think that these are pretty wonderful. And when you see them in action, I think this is maybe the way that they belong. You know, really being the focal point, really making them that centerpiece of a look. You've really got that chance there. And I rather like that the rose gold findings help to add that colour texture. They feel like they're really adding to that finish. We'll get to the rose findings in a second, but let's continue along, because we've got coral, and when you see the vibrancy of the coral against that mystic, again, it just comes to life. It really does. And to top it all off, you've got your peach moonstone in your 8mm round to really add that harmonising colour quality to this 3-strand bundle. It's such an impact bundle, but I think the impact is, you could almost imagine 3 totally separate pieces of jewellery being made, not just to bring them together and work them. I think you could actually have 3 totally different looks of jewellery from each one of those strands, and that's nice, isn't it? It's nice to have that opportunity. Now let's add in some fantastic leather cord, and these are suede cords, should I say, and you've got your gold and your bronze. You've also got your glitter red, and then you've got this lovely, almost a steel-like grey, or maybe silver-like quality, as you want to call it. So these are all 5 meters of your 1mm cord, and you've got this luxury finish to really get that quality. And you can see, I mean, they just work so well together as a combination, don't they, with the cords? I give up on that one. Top it all off, brand new findings. Very, very, very pretty findings. Let me just quickly show you a combination. You have got here, not the flower ones, these are actually the rope design ones. So if I show you there, the rope design, it's going along that nautical theme. I'll show you that, and I'll also show you that one. So I know if you, I'll show you the detail, the matching detail that you've got from the toggle clasp goes alongside with the shepherd hooks as well. So lovely combination of your rose gold findings, and of course you've got your meter chain as well. It's your rose gold findings with a meter of chain alongside all your toggle clasp shepherd hooks and head pins and all of the things that you need and more. All together 3 strands in total, of which I know there's a lot of people who are very interested in that rainbow colour quartz. Then on top of that, with your coral, with the rose gold, it really is going to make a difference with that leather as well. All together, you've got it all for one price tag, and that price tag is just £24.95. Straight to it. £24.95 for everything that you can see here. All of the qualities, all of the finish, all of the detail that you want to achieve from top quality jewellery. And that's the thing, isn't it, Mark? Is that the more intricate you become with the finishings, with like the findings, with the leather cords, actually the more luxurious and more designer your jewellery becomes.
Oh, absolutely, and you just didn't seem to realise, just from putting a couple of reels of other cords in, how much more jewellery you can actually make. I mean, I've got pieces of jewellery on here that I haven't used any findings with at all, purely because we've been able to use all the leather cord.
The suede, and in particular the suede is a lovely texture, isn't it?
Love it. I think it's beautiful, especially these because they're double-sided.
Well, that's what I was about to say. When you're macrameing, because you've got the double-sided, do you just let that free form?
Yes, completely. I mean, you can try if you want to keep it all symmetrical, but I thought, unusual for me, I thought I'd just go with it. But you tend to find on this bracelet here, you've got a back and a front, and they look completely different because of the way the cords sit.
Yeah, because when you twist it, you've got some of the part where you've got this lovely exposure of the more high sheen, and then actually, if I just twist it there, and then as it's twisted, as it's been macramed, you can see then it's much more of the matte finish, and that gives it a lovely depth of quality, doesn't it? A really nice texturing. Beautiful. I love that.
Cows like
Gosh,
that,
that's so elegant.
Those new space rounds are just beautiful in there. Absolutely
that just looks expensive, doesn't it?
No, right, actually, yes.
It does just look really expensive. And if I show you the back, actually what I like is that it maximises on that femininity and that real sense of, it reminds me of that real sense of when I've actually, a long time ago, been to Milan. And walking through Milan, you always feel like you need to just walk a little bit, like, because it has that chicness about it. It's got that real elegance about it. That's what this jewellery inspires me. I think Italian chic. I really have that feel about it. You've got that lovely look. Then you've gone for a little bit more of a wow. Hello.
That started off as a pair of earrings.
Show-stopping, isn't it?
I thought they might be a bit too heavy for earrings, so I just continued with the whole macrame using the beading thread, and the necklace evolved. And that's using the red leatherette cord as the back. And as I said, on the back of that, I haven't used any findings at all. I've just made the braiding really long, so you can just tie it in a bow to whichever length you need.
That's a good idea.
Really nice. It's really beautiful leatherette.
But the thing is that actually for somebody like me who I'm always wearing different tops, sometimes V, sometimes square, sometimes this, sometimes that. To have the versatility of being able to change the length is actually really important, which is why if you can, always add in an extender chain, gives people like the freedom of choice of how they want to wear it, long or short. I've had just a text message in. Somebody's just said, could I tell them what the finding that looks like a Pac-Man is? The answer is, it's actually a crimp bead cover. So you get your crimp bead, which is the little mini tubes which you use as a mechanic to hold the gem. And then a crimp bead cover overlaps. And so obviously there's your Pac-Man. And then you close it over the crimp bead just to make it like more decorative, I guess, and make it. You don't have to use them as covers. You can actually just use them as spacer beads. If you just close them up and just thread onto them, you could do that, but that's what they are. So thank you very much for your question. If you have any questions like that, please do text in. If there's a question to be asked today about macrame or not, if there's just a question to be asked about a gemstone, I'll do my best to be able to answer those. Text in 60777 is the text number. Make sure you start your text with JM Studio so that we know that you're talking to us, and then give us your name and give us your question. Now then, what are you going to show us? Oh, we're on that board again. Well, this is actually a customer request. Okay. I've started getting a few now, and it's to do with macrame, so it ties in with the kit, and there's a piece in the kit that I finished with the same technique. Right. And it's how you attach the lobster claw clasps when you're doing a herringbone bracelet. Now this has been requested from Sam Pletz, who's one of our viewers, and she's recording the show this morning because she's having a driving lesson this morning. So fingers crossed, Sam. So I hope you manage to get to watch this when you get home. So I've made the bracelet already, or a little section of a bracelet. And this is just, you've used a different type of cord just for demonstration purposes. Absolutely. Could you do this same knot that you're doing here with the leather cord? Yes, absolutely. You will need something finer for the lazy strand, but I'm using 1/2 mil hemp, which is fantastic. I've discovered, so I keep a pack now of 1/2 mil hemp, the coloured packs,
specifically for lazy strands in other pieces that I get with kits and things like that. So otherwise it's just beading thread, which sometimes you may find is a bit too fine to get the bulkier pieces. But 1/2 mil hemp goes through, I would say, 75–80% of our beads, not counting gems of distinction. So definitely get some 1/2 mil hemp in your stash for your lazy strands, without a doubt.
Okie dokie.
It's fantastic. So I've made up my bracelet, and this is the herringbone, which we've shown many times on the show. So in the herringbone, you have 3 sets of working strands instead of 1. Okay. So how I attach my clasps, firstly, is I flip the bracelet over so you can see the back. Okay, now you've got 7 strands now, because you've got the 3 sets of working and the 1 lazy. Okay, you can, if you wanted to, get all of those in one of the clasps, but sometimes the threads slip out. So this is the way that I finish my triples off. Okay, so you take this top set of 2, and I call this a surgeon's knot. I mean, other viewers may call it a different knot, but it's simply an overhand knot once, and then twice. Now I think that's called a surgeon's knot. And then when you pull, if you pull nice and slowly, the knot actually forms what looks like a macrame knot. See, it vanishes, completely vanishes. So that's the first set. You do exactly the same with the second set. So we go over once, over twice, pull the knot nice and slowly, keeping it nice and tense. And then as you pull it down, it becomes a macrame knot and disappears. Now using hemp, I would just cut that away now, as we're going to, close to the knots. If I was selling, I would just pop a little bit of glue on, but I think hemp, because it's a natural product, the fibres seem to intertwine with each other quite well, so you don't really need to glue. So now we're left with 3 knots, with 3 cords. So we take it off the board, keeping it upside down so we can see the back of the bracelet. I've always done it this way, but I separate my clasp, one end with the clasps and one end with the chain, and I always do the left-hand side with the 3 cords in the cradle that has the clasp. There's no rhyme or reason, I've always done it, so it's a bit of a habit now. So what I do is I hold the clasp, whether it's an S clasp or the lobster, in my thumb and index finger, with the cradle pointing upwards. Okay. So then I pop all 3 threads into the cradle. Now you don't want any of the macrame in the cradle, just the threads. Okay, butting out nice and tight, and then taking your flat nose pliers. I've seen some really peculiar angles of people getting in trying to close these, but this is a really simple way of doing it. So you take the bottom door nearest to you, and we close it, not fully, but we just close it part way. Okay, this metal is really soft in these new findings packs as well. Okay, now this is where I've seen people going around the back, they're flipping it over, all sorts of angles to close it. The simplest way I've found is if you just tilt it 90 degrees towards you, so you can now see the top surface. Don't go in with the point of your pliers, go halfway along your pliers. So go in like so, and then just close nice and neat, like so. Okay, flip that over and close it up. And then what I tend to do then is just go into the side and just give it a little squeeze, just to tighten it and make it look a lot smarter as we go in. Okay, now give it another squidge. We've painted that word on our workshops, squidge.
Squidge.
Okay, and then we go in and we cut off any ends, and then we do exactly the same the other end. I mean, if you wanted to, you could double the cords over, but I don't think you really need to, because hemp is such a nice texture. If
it was something like a suede cord, or if it was a thicker cord, with the same principles?
Exactly the same. What I tend to do with suede and cord is if we were putting 2 or 3 pieces in, is I would crunch the ends with my flat nose pliers first, and you'd lose half the thickness of the suede then, and then they would be able to then go into your clasp.
I know if you're working with beading thread, a couple of our designers have said a couple of crib beads to finish it off, just to add that almost like an anchor.
Yes, it just flatten it, and it gives us something then for the cradle to adhere to, and then we go in exactly the same. So we close the front door. There's lots of doors closing and opening. Tilt it towards you 90 degrees so you see the top face, and then we fold that over nice and neat. Crunch it. Again, if you need to, just make it a bit slimmer, go down the sides, and then go in with your cutters, which is just drop those. And then we crunch them, just crunch that. Thank you. Then we just take off the excess cord. And then obviously you flipped it over now, so you've got the front of the cord, of the finding, not the back. And that's how you do it really. So don't try and put all of the cords through. just knot a couple off and just put the sets of the one set plus the lazy.
I have to say that colouring against the cord. That literally is just like a bubble effect, isn't it? Has the most exceptional iridescence. I don't think we've seen anything of this grade of rainbow qualities, really.
You can understand why I thought it was fluorite.
Oh, 100%, totally get it. The shades of those blues in particular with that oceanic colouring. Absolutely magnificent. £24.95. Congratulations to all. That's Anne, Leslie, Anna. Congratulations to Marion and Genevieve. You've got yours. Don't forget, you've just seen Mark work with it and how practical it is to have the macrame board. It's in stock, so if you do want to have that mini macrame board, we have got the larger for anybody who's ready to develop their macrame. We've got the larger board coming up, but let's go for the mini for now. £6.95 is all you pay for the macrame board. Add it to your order on a single postage and packing of just £2.95. And again, the Makes for Men DVD is back in stock. Whoop, whoop. And it's back in stock with lots of different techniques, lots of different macrame ideas for gents jewellery and actually for ladies jewellery at the same time, to be honest. And that is £4.95. So back in stock, the Makes for Men DVD. Lots still to look forward to here on the show. How about we get to the Wall of Fame? Ooh. The Wall of Fame is the time when we get to celebrate your amazing jewellery creations and your journey, whether you're getting started or alternatively how you're developing and how you know where your journey is. And it's always one of the times where we really do enjoy your contribution to our inspiration, because often is the time people say you're inspiring them, but actually just equally the Wall of Fame inspires you as well, doesn't it? Absolutely. And even better, you could get £50 or £100 credited to your JewelleryMaker account if your number is called out of the hat on a Wednesday. So good luck to all who's ooh, let's have a look. Obviously somebody's been inspired by the wedding show that Sheila did the other day with myself. And Sheila's in the workshop at the moment, a full workshop of bridal jewellery. So you can see all the ladies there working hard. So you can see everybody, they're diligently looking there, aren't they? Heads down. If you want to be part of our workshops, whether it's the bridal workshop or more, then please do speak to us via our phone number. They'll put you through to the wonderful Wendy, who'll be able to organise that for you. So if you do want to join us on any of our workshops, Mark's got a brand new one coming up at the intermediate macrame. Yes. So if you're interested in any of those, please do speak to our call centre and they'll tell you all the details via our wonderful Wendy up in production room, who's now going, oh, how many phone calls am I going to get now? Lots. Right, we've got Gail first of all. Gail in Woodbridge. She says, please find attached my Wall of Fame entry. It's a fascinator tiara with a torque and hair comb. Excuse me. I love the shows and get great inspiration from all your wonderful designers and lovely laughs from the presenters. The gemstones are lavender, pearl, amethyst and white quartz, all from JM, of course. Perfect for any wedding or a prom. Just need to go to one now. Yes, exactly, Gail. Maybe, Gail, I could borrow that just for my weddings that I've got lined up. 400, not my own, 413. You are great to have your company.
This is beautiful, isn't it? Look how intricate this is.
Look at that labradorite.
My first one this morning is number 414, and this is from Emma in Cambridge. Gosh. And Emma says, hi everyone, here is this week's entry. It's a wire-wrapped labradorite pendant made with 0.25 and 0.8mm silver-plated wire. I have a small online shop and this pendant sold within a couple of days. Yes. But I think this is because of the amazing colours within it. I don't have many pendant-sized labradorite pieces left, so can you please get some more in stock? Good luck to everyone in the draw, and that's from Emma in Cambridge, number 414.
Not surprised it sold out quickly, because that's phenomenal. And if you are a labradorite fan, I do have some amazing labradorite cubes coming up straight up after the break as well. So if you would like labradorite and something of different, not your drops or your rounds or anything like that, but in cubes, they're coming up straight after the break. I've got Pat from Edinburgh. She says, inspired by the great Gemma Crow, I have become scorpion crazy. Made some for birthday gifts. Did holiday wire work with my great grandson, which he loved, and the two in the picture found a home in my front garden. Wonderful JewelleryMaker, thank you all. Oh, bless you, Pat. And that's fabulous. And hello to the grandson. We don't know his name, but hello. And lovely to have your company, Pat, in your 415. Great.
It's a firm favourite, isn't it? It
yes,
really is.
labradorite comes up all the time.
Okay, this is number 416, and this is from Chris. And Chris says, hi all you lovely jewellery makers. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A labradorite bracelet, 2 pairs of earrings and 2 rings, all from JewelleryMaker. I love labradorite and I'm always fascinated by the labradorescence. Many thanks for all of your inspiration and great prices and value. Kind regards. And that's from Chris Lussman. P.S. I hope that it's shown when Linda's on to read it out.
No,
Oh,
just Mark.
We'll do. Wonderful. Number 416.
Actually, it's Linda. We have got Christine in Hampshire. She says, this project was a gift for my nan, who was 105 on Tuesday the 8th. Wow. Gosh, first of all, massive, huge congratulations and rejubilations. 105, because I've got some stories to tell.
I read it on Facebook last night, and the lady in question has got 101 descendants. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Beautiful story and amazing photographs. It's wonderful.
Oh, Christine. Oh, that's wonderful. I don't know your nan's name, but huge congratulations to Nan. She says, not jewellery as such, but as JewelleryMaker are demonstrating more diverse items now, I thought you might like to see this. I started with a bare wooden box and a musical movement, which makes the central pink rose turn to tune You Are My Sunshine. Oh, one of my favourite songs. Everything else, apart from the foil lettering, has been made with polymer clay, including the beige, flowers and blanket. And the blanket as well.
Wow.
This is polymer. Oh, how fascinating. It took quite a while, but was so much pleasure to do, as Nan collects teddy bears and loves flowers, so this is all personalised for her. The inside of the bottom of the box I painted gold, then added slices of rose cane with leaves. I also painted the lid background with acrylics. Thank you, my other half helped with the fitting of the central podium and the musical movement. I really enjoyed making this and now feel quite lost without it. Maybe I'll start another one. Hang on. I've run out of clay. Fingers crossed for the draw then. Quite right, Christine. Well, you've obviously put a lot of time into your nan's present, and your nan deserves it, I'm sure. At 105, she deserves everything. And huge congratulations to you both, because that's a wonderful, wonderful gift. 417 you are, and thank you for sharing that with us. We do appreciate it. Amazing. We have lots to look forward to. I think it's fair to say that Labradorite has come up as 2 very exceptional features to 2 of our wall of entries. Well, I tell you what, the good news is that the Labradorite is coming at you thick and fast right now. Yep. Oh, we haven't seen it in this shape for a very long time indeed. It's time for your faceted cubes of Labradorite straight after the break.
The fastest way to shop with JewelleryMaker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
got to be some of the most spectacular labradorescence. Has to be some of the most visually rewarding labradorite that we've had for such a long time in this shape. That's what I think I'm going to talk about, because I could talk about the labradorescence, I could talk to you about the beauty of the stuff, but actually I want to talk about the shape of these, because we've seen labradorite, as you've seen on the Wall of Fame, we've seen labradorite in so many different variant shapes, from the drops to the rounds, but actually what we haven't seen, in fact, I can't remember the last time I saw this shape in any gemstone, let alone in labradorite, is the cubes, the faceted cubes. And of course, what's wonderful about labradorite being faceted cubes is that the more open surface area you have, the more light reaction that you're going to have as an open surface dynamic. So if I just, yeah, see, I don't even need to do anything because that close-up does it all. Each one of those faces to the cubes is exposing itself to that light reaction of labradorescence. But what's exciting is that every time the light plays on each surface, you're not just going to get one type of labradorescence or one colour range of labradorescence. You're going to see different textures. For example, the one that I'm looking at here, it cannot stop, and it just won't stop being bright blue. I mean, it's exquisite bright blue. But then I could match that, and there's a one just further along that's bright yellow. You know, that's the thing is that there's so many different colour ranges from that. I mean, look at that one. Look at that bright yellow. Every single one, and then right beside it is the bright blue. And this is the thing is that it's because you get that movement and that exposure to the different surface areas of the cube that the qualities of colour really are exceptional. Now if I do a little like movement, if I just rotate, which is a nightmare for Kaz on camera too, because I know it's a horrible thing to have to try and shoot, but if I move it, and if I just roll them, you'll see what I mean by the light play on each angle of each table area is so exceptional. Ready? Go. Just won't stop playing with the light. Every single one is truly magnificent. Every single area, every single surface area of each one of the cubes is giving you the very best. Look at that. And if you're wondering how it's happening, what is it inside the gemstone? Little internal metallic qualities that capture the light as the light enters, hits off the metallic textures and comes radiating back to the surface in this labradorescence. And there's no other gemstone that has labradorescence. There's gemstones that have similar capabilities of optical qualities, but no other light reaction is found in any of the gemstone than labradorite in labradorescence. If you do want to join us, you're going to have to be pretty quick on this. We already have a lot of multi-buyers. Edwina, congratulations. Devil of Photography Company, Curry and Emma, Beryl's multi-bought, Carol's multi-bought in Worcestershire. I've got Stella confirmed in Somerset, Rita's there in Cheshire. So I've already got people saying yes to this before we've even talked about the price. And when you do want to talk about the price, well, I think we do need to remind you that we have quite a variety of price points for labradorite, and that's based on its quality of labradorescence. We're very much aware of the fact that we have different price points, but the price point is always going to be related to the quality of the gemstone, and that's what you're about to see. Just like when you go to your local supermarket, you'll have a massive arrangement of different price points for your baked beans. Which is your favourite baked bean? Well, it's up to you. It might not be price dependent. It might just actually be based on what do you prefer. But for a lot of people, you'll buy something based on the quality that you're going to receive, and you're prepared to pay that little bit more. And on this strand, I'm thinking I think we should be higher than this based on the quality of the labradorescence. I think we should be higher. I do believe that this should be a higher price. It's not, and I've got nothing to do with the price, but the price you're going to pay, I think we should be higher. Based on the quality, I would have expected this to go over £20, and that's just my experiences of this gemstone and this quality. But I'm saying now, this is £14.95, and I think that is an absolute, for the quality of the labradorite, for the luxuries of some of the most exquisite light reactions. And of course, as I say, every single cube will play with the light. Every single surface on the cube will play with the light. larger or smaller, whichever way, they all have that light reaction taking place. Every single surface has got something going on in this strand. This is a top strand of labradorite. This is without doubt one of our finest features of labradorescence that we've seen within this shape. And as I say, I haven't seen this shape for such a long time. £14.95. Mark, in terms of design of working with cubes, what do you think?
Well, for me, funnily enough, bizarrely for me, the first thing I thought of were wire-wrapped rings. So I would use the entire strand for wire-wrapped rings. There's some really nice intricate where Laura and Louise, they take 2 or 3 threads of a thicker gauge wire, and then is it basket weave, I think, where they go through to make some really intricate basket encasements. So I'd choose each one of those cubes, choose the best side, because every single one of those cubes has got at least 1 or 2 amazing colours running through them. Have that on the top of the finger and then encase it with the really intricate wire work. I mean,
just do what you see. The thing
on
is,
the ring would be amazing.
That would be the last thing I'd have expected you to say. But now you've talked, I'm like, oh yeah, because I was thinking cascading earrings, 3 or 4 of the cubes just cascade. Sorry, I didn't mean to just put that down. I was in my world of imagination. I was like, yeah, I was just thinking 3 or 4. Actually, very similar to this.
Yeah.
In fact, let me do this. Similar to this, but just with your drops. So instead of having your drops of your smoky quartz like we have here, I was just thinking drop them with the labrador. I mean, with this kind of labradorescence, with that quality, could you imagine just 2 or 3? Hey?
Beautiful.
How wonderful would that be? £14.95. If you wanted to get that gorgeous combination, you've got it. Congratulations. Wonderfully dynamic. Oh, those phone lines, still plenty of multi-buyers going on. Just to let you know that the challenge bundle that we gave to Mark has now sold out. So with that in mind, we're going to give you another nugget bundle. And I did say macrame and nugget day, because it's both really today, because we've got macrame inspiration with Mark and we've also got multiples of nuggets.
Which one are you? Okay. Oh. Ah, that's where it came from.
Double emerald. Ooh, check us with our emerald deal. Yes, we are doubling it up. You are getting doubling of can I just, sorry guys, my graphics don't say that, so I need to get that clarification. We are definitely having 2 lots of emerald on this, are we? My graphics don't say that, so I don't want to say it unless we're going to get that clarification, but I'm going to continue. Oh, we're sticking with labradorite. Look at the labradorite. Oh, imagine those working alongside the cubes. Oh, you could just break up a few of the cubes with just some gorgeous little nuggets, just to give another freshness of design. Not even stopping there. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that aquamarine is just gorgeous. Have a look at this. Oh my life, I beg your pardon. Aquamarine and green. Oh
my word.
Green amethyst! No, no way. Oh my, that's the first time we've ever done a green amethyst in nuggets that I can remember of. Can anybody else remember doing green amethyst in little nuggets in a double strander? I've not seen that before. Have you seen it before? You have you seen that before? I've never seen that.
Tell you a little story, a quick story.
Tell me a story.
In the workshop, the Chips and Nuggets workshop, do you remember at the beginning of the DVD, we lay them out and we do different sizes and colours and shapes?
We did.
I do that on the front of the course. And I have a strand, that particular strand of green amethyst, and the number of ladies that have tried to put it in their handbag during the day, that above any other strand.
That green amethyst, I've never seen us do the green amethyst like this. When was the last time you saw?
It was a long time ago.
Oh, I was just going to say, no, that has to be a long time ago.
I haven't been able to use it. I've kept it as it is because it's just beautiful.
You haven't been able to use it, or you couldn't bring yourself to use it.
Couldn't bring myself to use it.
That's amazing. I haven't seen, I genuinely know, I would remember seeing green amethyst in the nuggets because they are so fresh. I actually thought because of their clarity, I thought it was aquamarine. I just thought it was that beautiful, like soft ocean green. And then when I put the aquamarine alongside, I mean, look at that differential. You can see the true blues of the aqua, and the two together, again for me, oh, I don't know whether I would want, shall I drop?
Wow.
Oh.
Job done, as you would say.
Absolutely, job is done. That is it, isn't it? Look at it. That's I think it's called, can you remember what we called it? It's a torsade, when you've got that, when you wrap your gemstones together.
Oh, yes, yes.
So that's called a torsade necklace. Is that right? Have I made that word up?
I think so.
I think it is. T-O-R-S-A-D-E, torsade. I might have made that up, you know. No, I'm sure I haven't. But that's what it is. Oh, sorry. I'm so busy thinking today. I'm not with it. I apologise. That's twice that I've taken it out of Kaz's vision. I'm so sorry, guys. Right. You have got here lots and lots of opportunity. I reckon I'm going to sell out in the before I even put the price on this deal. I think it's going to sell out before I even put the price on. If you want to, there you have it again. £12.95, 5 strands, including, well, I focused on the labradorite, the aquamarine, and the green amethyst. So I've got a, how dare I? How dare I when I've actually got 2 lots of emerald? That's naughty really, isn't it? That's really naughty of me. At £12.95 is all you're paying, and you're getting 2 lots of your emerald. Congratulations if you've got that deal. A fantastic combination. 5 strands of your double strands of emerald, aquamarine, prasiolite, and your labradorite, all yours for 12. That has got to be another sellout deal. And if you tuned in today thinking that you were just going to watch and not buy, I think it's fair to say that that's not going to happen. There's no point. If that's what you do, I'd suggest that you just I don't know, maybe come back another day. If you wanted to just sit and watch today, there's too many good deals to just sit and watch and let somebody else get. I think it's fair. It is up. Do you think that's fair? Am I allowed to say that?
Very fair. No, I think so. I think so. I'm just imagining, you know, the triple plaits that I do with chips. Oh. Those 3 on the left-hand side with that strand of labradorite cubes, as you were saying.
Can you remember that aquamarine necklace? That really everybody, I think for a lot of people, you just. That there was an aquamarine. For those of you who don't know, Mark's been with our design team for around about
3 years in October.
Yes, 2.5 years. Yeah. And one of the main pieces that you first brought to us was an aquamarine necklace, and it was a chips and nuggets necklace, which is where like Mark's real passion for chips and nuggets has come from, because it heralded, I think, a real unleashing of design potential from your designs, because the chips and nuggets were adding texture, but you did this wonderful aquamarine necklace, which everybody raved about, and I mean, it was a wonderful neck. You could do that with these pieces, couldn't you?
That'd be beautiful.
Wouldn't it? Heavy strand. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Gosh.
It's gone.
Incredible.
Now then, we have got for you something very, very special. Zavverite Garnet is coming your way today, and I must highlight this as not just a fantastic strand for jewellery making, but for gem collecting. Zavverite Garnet, this is your ultimate collector's deal today. And I have got another collector's deal because I do have natural topaz coming, natural lemon topaz coming, but I actually, for me, in terms of my knowledge and in terms of my understanding of this gemstone, Zavverite Garnet is your collector's piece today. I'm really excited by it because, first of all, I don't think we've got anything like this available to you in anything other than restricted available offers. And second of all, when you've got it, you know about it. The wonder of colour for Zavverite Garnet is what makes it so collectible. And it's coming your way within today's show, and I'm looking forward to that. Right, straight on though, let's and let's go for elegance. See, this was what this. You know, I've been debating about what I should wear for my wedding outfit, and I'm going to 2 weddings and 2 different, 2 different things, because I'm standing up and I'm singing at one wedding. So I'm singing at my friend's wedding in their service, which is a big responsibility, isn't it? So I'm singing at their wedding, and then at my other friend's wedding, I'm being official photographer. So it's quite two very different jobs. And actually, I think the outfit that I've got, I don't know whether it's going to do both jobs. It might be just an excuse to buy another outfit. But jewellery. And then I said to my husband, when I was trying on this outfit, and I said to my husband, what do you think I should wear in jewellery? And he said, my husband's not particularly on the pulse of fashion, but he went, what about just some classic pearls? And I looked at him and went, actually, yeah, because if you don't know what to wear, what do you turn to? What do you know's always going to look good? Because if you're not sure, you turn to pearls. That's what I think. You turn to pearls. And these are most certainly worth turning for. Beautiful, just beautiful. Classic, elegant, sophisticated quality. This is exquisite, absolutely exquisite. Now if I just rotate these, if I just show you there how the light plays over, and that's the other thing about pearls is the light doesn't enter, the light doesn't, literally it shimmers, it shines. It has this exquisite pearlescence that really does offer you a sophistication of finish like no other. So here's your pearls. Then we're adding in you're going to do what, sorry? Do you want some pearls for £3? Have you just said £3? You buy, hang on, you're gonna, we buy the, you're gonna, sorry.
Oh.
You buy the Keshi pearls, and then you buy the white. Are you joking? I'm about to give you, look at this strand here. I'm about to give you this strand here for £3. How many pairs of earrings would I be able to wear for my wedding? Literally every hour I could change my jewellery. Pearl jewellery has suddenly become exceptionally affordable with JewelleryMaker. I think it rewrites the rules altogether. Absolutely phenomenal. The shimmer, that beautiful quality of pearlescence, the dance of light that you're getting here, that you've got quality that you don't get from any other gemstone. And I just don't think that you would expect for us to say this full strand, not just one of those pearls, but all of these pearls for £3. So you buy your Keshis, those are £9.95. You then get your beautiful white, almost a cream, I've said right on that border, white and cream, for one price tag of just £12.95. £3 for your white pearls. £3. Hang on a minute. You walk into your newsagents and hand over £3. You can't even get one of those top magazines that lasts just a couple of hours of reading for £3. You have to pay £3.20 for one of those very well-known magazines. It's a lovely magazine and I really enjoy reading it, but then I could be buying myself for the same price tag actually pearls that could last me a lifetime. Pearls that could last me a true lifetime. And that's the lovely thing about genuine pearls. Wonderful, wonderful wearability, classic qualities. And as I say, for my husband to suggest pearls, then we do know that they're a classic. I think he even, bless him, he's not the most tolerant of shoppers. He has a very, very short attention span for shopping. And Ollie, my director's just gone, I don't think it's him, Vicky, I think it's just men in general have a very short tolerance. Maybe that is, but bless his cotton socks. So I'd been quite poorly, and so I'd gone shopping online. Dangerous. Dangerous, because I was just going click, 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 click. And then the delivery started to arrive, and in the end, when I came back from work the other day, there was a pile on top of the dining table, and he was like, what have you bought? Literally, Vicky, what have you bought? So I did this fashion show for him. Now, normally, I'd expect him to be somewhere on the other side, literally the other side of the house, I would have expected him to be. But instead, bless him, for whatever reason, obviously he was feeling a bit ill, he actually, he allowed me to do the fashion show of, look what I've bought. And so I went through all of my...
I'm sorry, you confused the hell out of me then. I thought you had done a supermarket shop. and you came home and did a fashion show with it. What?
Look at these bananas, darling. No.
Okay.
I
Well, I
want my
understand
Carmen
now.
Miranda with like kind of fruit on my head. No.
Right. Okay.
Clothes shopping.
Clothes shopping. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
And shoes. 4 pairs of shoes.
4 pairs.
3 handbags. See, I can't get ill. I cannot get ill. Since my daughter's 5.5, I have not spent half a day in bed being poorly because you don't have time. But I was so poorly I just couldn't get out of bed the other day. And yeah, by the time I just went online and I just bought and bought 4 pairs of shoes and 3 handbags later. I know.
It feels like you're not actually spending money.
That's the problem. Yeah, one click and I was like, oh, that's a nice bag. Oh, that shows them match lovely. Oh, that's for the wedding. I said, and bless him, he spent the whole time. I love web buying. I do. I think it's brilliant though, because just like with us, the lovely thing is that you feel the quality when you get it home and then you make your decision. And that's one of the reasons that I think when you buy with us, you've got that freedom of choice with a 30-day money-back guarantee that gives you that chance to see and experience and feel it. And that's the nice thing. You feel the pearls. And then, of course, if you're not right for you, you can send them back. And that's the lovely thing. 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. Shopping online is wonderful because you have that freedom, especially when you come to a place like us. Because I often think with the quality of pearls, you want to feel them, don't you? And that's what you've got there. You want to feel the pearls. 0800 644 655. Congratulations. Now, apparently we've got a few messages coming in saying that the picture doesn't match online. The only reason that it doesn't look like what you're getting is because the background is white and the pearls are lying on the background of the white, so you can't, I guess it's testament to that there are white pearls. We can guarantee, because we've just checked, guaranteeing that this is what you're getting. You're going to buy the keshies and then you're going to get the white pearls for £3. We guarantee that. Thank you very much for everybody who's kept us on top of that. Thank you very much for those of you who have just told us that the photo's not right. What we will do is learn our lesson and say, okay, anything that's now white we'll put against the black background to guarantee that everybody can see what they're purchasing. So thanks for that and we appreciate your support. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial if you want to dial us. If you want to dial us, then you can on that free phone number. Or alternatively, you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. £12.95. Sheila and Carol have multi-bought on this. I think perhaps with the intention of making feature pieces of jewellery, you may as well go for it when you've got such a great deal. And it's the wedding season. We've also our bridal workshops. We're running them twice a month now because we can't keep up with the demand of people coming in for bridal jewellery workshops. Sheila's there at the moment. I think they're doing tiaras at the moment or hairpins. Are they doing the hair combs at the moment?
Yes, yes.
Yes. And so if you do want to join us on our bridal workshops, get your pearls now and then you can join us there. Actually, if I keep this out. I'm going to put it alongside the... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop, 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 stop. Say that again. Right. Now that's actually thrown me a total curveball. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, I've got a little feed that comes into my ear, and the feed is my director who tells me what cameras I'm looking at, and what timings we've got and things. And then I've got Dia, my producer, who is the lady in front of the screen. So she's the one who's controlling all of this and telling me the prices and then telling me what's happening next and things like that. So she's the lady who's in control. Now I had an idea of what I was going to say about this because I'm so excited about Zavverite Garnet being on our channel. So really excited about this, and then everything that I was about to say has just gone totally out the window for one reason. I'm about to tell you. I can't believe I'm about to do this. I had everything to tell you and it's gone totally out the window for one reason and one reason alone. I am about I'm about to do something that is just not paralleled to the quality, the rarity, the desirability of this gemstone. You know, this is a collector's stone, and that's why I was so excited, because we all know, anybody who knows me, I am absolutely passionate about gemstones. I love learning and I love finding more about Mother Nature. Zavverite Garnet is a lesson of true wonderment from Mother Nature's cave. I'm about to, right, please, everything that I was about to do, talk to you about the rarity of the stone. You all know I like to do my little PowerPoint presentations and all like that. It's out the window now. I've been told one thing. I don't know where that's come from, because I don't know where this has come from. All I'm going to say, what? Right, let me just highlight something. What we're about to do, I don't know whether we'll be able to do again. It has no correlation. What's about to come in this box has no correlation to what I was about to say is a collector's gemstone. A collector's gemstone should be a collector's price tag. Collector's price tag. In my mind, I can't quite believe this. Ready? Please, please, please be prepared to buy now, and I can't guarantee a price point like this again. A double strand of Zavverite garnet. I will highlight this as probably one of the most exceptional deals of the year so far for me. I'm not exaggerating. I have no idea. This is a curveball of a price tag. I was about to do you a PowerPoint presentation and everything on this gem. Forget it all, because this is a collector's piece of jewellery. Where is the collector's price tag? £6.95. That's not collector's price tag. Literally, Kaz has just gone, what? Like that. A little fist has just gone, that. What? What? £6.95 for Zavverite garnet. Somebody pinch me. Not really, Scott. £6.95. Scott got up, a gentleman, he offered to pinch me there. See, I've still got it. It could be his mother. If you want to join us, you can do so 0800 644 655. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. And amazing. The thing is I'm only saying that because actually before we came to wear, we were talking to Scott, and Mark said, so we were talking about aging, or age in general, and Scott said, Scott, when were you born? In the?
Early 90s.
Early 90s.
And I did tell him that I can be his dad, which made me feel really good about myself on a Friday morning. And they had to say I was born in the early 70s, and that was a bit...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad, says Scott. Yeah, from now on. That's it. Every time you see each other. All right, Dad. £6.95. You're maturing well, though, Mark.
Thank
maturing
you.
well. If you want like cheese. Just a bit veiny and smelly. 0800 6, only joking. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. A fantastic deal. I'm so excited by this as a collector's strand, because if you say the word Zavverite garnet to most people, especially in the jewellery industry, would expect this to be a highly considered purchase gemstone. Zavverite, of course, from the Zavo National Park, where it's first found by Campbell Arboridges in 1967, is now yours, and it was one of the newest gemstones in the jewelry industry, and that's why it holds such a command, because it's new, and when it's new, 67 is still quite new, you know, for the gem world. £6.95 is not something that we would anticipate as being able to repeat on a regular basis. Yes, there is the smaller nuggets. I'm not going to question, you know, they are the smaller nuggets, but it's Zavverite garnet for £6.95. Just saying the words, I expect it to be a double-figure price tag, at least a double-figure price tag for even the smallest of strands. And yet this is a double strand of your small nuggets, 2x1 to 5x1, an 85cm strand. How many have I got left? I don't think it's going to be hanging around, this one. Multi-buys Jacqueline, I've got Kent, I've got multi-buys in Devon, Warwickshire. I've got loads of people making the most of this, and lovely to have your company today for £6.95. We are now in the teens. We could call it we're in the Scots. He's just missed his teens. Did you get that? Did you get that? Oh, look, I thought that was quite good. Yeah. 21 this year.
Yeah. Oh, God.
How dreadful for you. Oh, Scott, I mean, literally, I feel just,
Oh no.
21, could you imagine what, I mean, imagine having to reach 21. The pressure of being 21, it must be just really difficult for you, Scott.
Absolutely. Just feeling already.
Mark, can you even remember?
No, thanks for that.
I know, me neither. That's what I mean. I'm going, what did I do when I was 21? What did I do? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
I'm sure I had a party, but I don't even remember the party. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely, they're all just taking the mick now, going, you know, what did you do? I honestly have no idea. Can you remember what you did when you were 21?
I've never had a birthday party.
You've never had a...
Let's throw you.
Sorry.
Let's put it on a downer then, hasn't it? No, that's wrong.
Never mind.
Do you make that a choice of your own, though?
No.
Because you've had lots of decisions. But when you're older, you could make a decision to have a birthday party and just say, I'm going to throw a party.
Will it be the big 5-0 in 8 years' time? I suppose I've got that to look forward to, haven't I? Shall we have a party then, shall we?
Yes!
Thanks, yeah, okay.
Bit negative, I'd say. Your glass is half empty, not half full there, I
Okay.
think. We've got 8 years of planning. 8 years of making it the very best party ever.
Ever?
Ever. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Right then, shall we do another nugget bundle? Because obviously we've not seen enough nuggets. Okay, let's do it. Where am I going? Okay, let's go here.
Is this the one with that strand in it?
Which strand are you thinking of that strand? Yeah. Yeah, we're all thinking of the same strand. Shall I leave that strand that everybody is at, till the last? Shall I?
Yeah.
Okay, just to be naughty. I'll be naughty. Okay, first strand. I guess in some ways, what I shouldn't be doing is saying that the feature of this combination is not emerald. Well, obviously it is. It is emerald. Double strand of emerald. Then, double strand, sorry, I'm just trying to get it right. Double strand of amethyst. And when I saw this amethyst, I had to get this out, right? I had to get this out again. Pantone Colour of the Year, Radiant Orchid. I had to put it to the one side. Look at that combination. I mean, that is such a colour that matches for your year of 2014 colour. This is your Radiant Orchid, so definitely the colour that's going to sit in a variety of outfits for the year to come. So that's a great strand to have. 2 strands, 3 strands. Now, I think I could have pulled this one out as being a feature strand because it is. It most definitely is. Because that, I think, should be where we stop in terms of what you could want from us. Emerald, precious gemstone. Amethyst, the colour of the year. And, turquoise. And I don't stop there. Now you need to dial really early on this deal, so as soon as the graphics come on, pick up the phone. As soon as those graphics come on and the graphics come down from this area, as soon as that happens, dial the number, because I will say the web buyers that we have watching today are very, very busy, which means as soon as you click, you buy, you see, and on the phone lines, you have to dial, you have to wait to get through to us. It's still a very efficient way to purchase, but it's just not the same as one click and you've bought. So you must make sure that if you want to join us on the phone lines that you get dialing now, because I've not stopped there and I've got 3 exceptional strand combinations already, and I'm adding 1 more, and that 1 more is extremely exciting. You are about to get Australian opal. Graphics coming on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Graphics are in. You've got to be there right now. If you want to join us, you have got Australian opal as well as turquoise. £12. What? What? Have you pressed that button by accident? That is so obvious that you have so pressed that button by accident. That wasn't That is so obvious that you've just gone, oh no! Oh my God. Oh, you do not need to do Australian opal double strand for £3. You just don't need to do that. We just do not need to do Australian opal, double strand of Australian opal for £3. That's £3 for the Australian opal. Can I just highlight the fact that I'm focusing on the opal because we haven't seen Australian opal in this type of nugget strand, and in particular Australian opal, although it's very, very prevalent within the opal industry where you source your Australian opal from. Around about 95% of opal sourced comes from this area. At the moment, Australian opal is really, really struggling to come to retail because of a number of reasons. There's a lot of restrictions. There's a lot. Oh my goodness me! Literally, it's gone from 0 to hero on those phone lines like that. Because Dion, are you putting your hands up that price came in? She's put her hands up on this one and she accepts the fact that that was not what was meant to happen. That was not what was meant to happen. Now, first of all, we don't do flat prices. Normally we do the 95 pence. So we know that that's definitely a mistake when we haven't got a 95 pence at the end. And second of all, £12 means that you're paying just £3 for a double strand of Australian opal and £3 for turquoise, genuine turquoise for £3. Oh, sorry. And how dare I disrespect the fact that I'm then saying emerald as well. Like emerald's a subsidiary, like emerald, and then of course amethyst, one of our top selling gemstones. 4 strands, £12 for all 4. I mean, I can't believe that you've got emerald, and I'm actually talking about an Australian opal, turquoise and Australian opal as well in one bundle. That's an absolute deal and a half. Oh, it's sold out. Not surprised. We had a big quantity, but it's gone. It's gone. And if you like what we've got there, we've got plenty more where that comes from. Plenty more where that comes from. If you want to join us, yep. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So sorry. It's all right. Everything's okay. Yeah. Sorry. Just to explain, my daughter's been really, really poorly over the past few days. She's been really, really out. She's had a temperature of over 100 for 4 or 5 days, and she's been really poorly last night. And I came down to work thinking I'm not sure I should be here, but I'll come to work because I knew there wasn't anybody to cover. And so my husband's just taken her. And they've just found out that she actually does have a really nasty ear infection, and that's why she's got a temperature, and her antibiotics are going to be fine, and she doesn't have to go to hospital. And that's the bit I was waiting for, whether she needed to go to hospital or not, and she doesn't. So I don't have to now get in the car and drive up the country like a nutter to make sure that she's okay. Oh, okay. I can breathe now because I've just been waiting for that phone call to come through, and it's just come through to our production room, and Scott's just come down to say everything's all right. So that's good. Oh, I'm shaking. Thank you, Scott. Brilliant. That's good news, and I'm sorry but you know, as a mum, you just, you worry about your kids so much, don't you? And then you don't know what's wrong with them, and you know they're not right. Oh, okay, I can breathe again now. Brilliant. Thank you, guys. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I just, when you've got yourself worked up because you're anxious that she's not right, and I needed to know that she was all right. But that's wonderful. Thank you so much for letting me know straight away, and I'll ring them as soon as we go to a break, if that's all right. Okay, right. We have got caramel crunch. Let's crunch into this caramel combination. Right, a combination of your ocean jasper, you've got your tiger's eye, you've also got, oh, that's a nice stripe agate. Okay, you've got a real warmth of chocolates and caramels here. We're definitely going down the earthy tones. We've gone from the brights, and we're definitely heading into more of the richer qualities of colour tone, where you're going to get that real sense of luxury, dynamic. Check out the smoky quartz. Oh, just look at that. Just look at that. That is some serious, actually my black top is in the way. Let me just move that a little bit so we can get that clarity for you. That is clarity. Ooh, now you've got this kind of transparency to smoky quartz, you know about it. Really, really wonderful. They're almost like caramel drops or chocolate drops, aren't they? But with the light playing through, it's almost a transparency that you'd relate to moisture. You know, almost like a dewdrop, you know, chocolatey drew drop. Yeah, drew our presenter in a drop. Well, why not? You've got lots going on in this combination. Lots and lots. I'll show you the warmth of golden tones that you've got. That's a really good example of what chatoyancy is all about. Chatoyancy being cat's eye effect, where the light can create a holographic-like texture to the surface. It's one of our favourite gemstones here because of its light play. And if you just took one of these and did that, that is some amazing Mother Nature's capability, because actually you look at that and I've got to remind you that that is totally Mother Nature. That's light optical qualities that are totally driven by Mother Nature. So you've got that there. Oh, you've got your combination of warmth, you've got your chocolates and caramels mixed together. Then on top of that, take a look, you've got all of your suede cords, or suede, should I say. You've got your chocolates, again, you've got your golds, you've got your silvers as well. And these are all going to join together to really add texture to your jewellery. Adding on, just to add in the threads as well, so you know you've got all of those, which are essentials. And adding on again, yes, you've got your brand new findings pack. It's your antique bronze findings pack. And this combination, again, adding the textures of the toggle clasps, which really add that luxury finish. Another clasp there, something a little bit different with the round, the oval links. Another smaller toggle clasp, shepherd hooks. I really like the colour of this antique bronze. These new findings have got a little bit more of a golden radiance to the antique bronze. So it's got that vintage but golden flavour to it. I like them. Yours for the taking as a big combination, and it is a big quantity of ingredients from the cords, which you're getting a lot of. You've got 15 meters of your suede cord, lots of gemstones to add depth and dynamic to your jewelry. Clarity of that smoky quartz really has got me captured, because that means clarity and quality walk hand in hand, as does the same beautiful captivation of wonder to the light play of your tiger's eye. Then we top it off with your brand new findings. Put it all together. It's everything you need to get started into jewellery making for one price tag, and that is just £21.95. Those of you who are watching for the first time, you're sitting and you're thinking and you're going, should I go for this? This would be a fantastic kit, a wonderful kit to really start and introduce you to jewellery making. You do get your free tutorial booklet and DVD with your first purchase with us, and these are all of the ingredients that you need to get started. These are all the ingredients you need to get started into jewellery making. The only other thing you would need is a tool. And the tools are things like your head pins, your pliers, and they come in one pack, and that pack is £9.95, and that's available via our website or of course via our phone centre, so you can add to your order. So £9.95 for your essential toolkit. It comes in a little folder and you get all of the tools that you need for £9.95. Thanks guys. And then add that to £21.95 with all of the ingredients, and this is everything you need to get started. We've done all the hard work for you, we've put everything together, and it's all for £21.95. That together in a single P&P of just £2.95, which also comes with your free tutorial booklet and DVD, which introduces you to all the techniques of getting started into jewellery making. Comes together, what we're still talking, just over £30 to get started into jewellery making. I don't think there's many hobbies that cost just £30 to get started, and so why not give this one a go? We are so convinced by the quality of the jewellery that you'll create, and so convinced that you won't send back, that we do give you not just the 30-day money-back guarantee to look, but a 30-day guarantee that says make your jewellery, and if you're still not happy, send it all back and you'll get your money back into your account. That's how convinced we are that once you start jewellery making that you won't send it back, because we're saying make it up, nope, if it's not right, send it back. So then you've got that security of knowing you're not even in, you know, $21.95 is not going to be wasted if it isn't right for you. So why not give it a go today? You may as well go for it right now and give yourself the chance. And this is a great kit to do that, isn't it?
It's got all sorts of shapes and sizes,
Yeah,
and
that's what
it's
I like
got the
about
chips and
it.
nuggets in as well. It's got everything in it, absolutely. No, it was a really good kit. And the 3 kits that I've had this week were the first time I've had the new suede.
That's suede. It's a glisten, the little shimmer.
Absolutely beautiful.
And it goes well, doesn't it, with the likes of the tiger's eye, because I think with the tiger's eye, the shimmer on the suedette matches the shimmer that sits within the tiger's eye itself.
What I've done is I knew that I was working with you today, so that's for your husband and that's for you. So you've got
matching his and her jewellery. If I did actually ever say that to my husband, he'd look at me like I'd had 3 heads. That's nice. His and hers is a good idea.
Yeah, you can do that with this kit. It's fantastic for that because you've got that tiger's eye, which I think of more a masculine gemstone personally for me. But it works equally well as feminine designs, just from adding different colours and like I said, the cords just bring them alive, don't they?
Yeah, those cords are really different, aren't they? And what you've done is you've used the cords with the bracelets, but actually then you've stepped into more beading and threading for the neckline pieces, and you've really got the chance to be able to show texture with this wonderful combination. And that smoky quartz is so clear.
Very, very clear. Well, I wasn't sure what it was to begin with. I didn't know if it was smoky quartz or not.
Because it's so clear.
But I've double checked and on the website, and I was amazed. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely
really
glorious.
Hence why I've used most of the strand in that one piece.
See, I just think that's such an evening out piece of jewellery. You know, really fashionable impact jewellery. But what's it going to cost you? When you consider you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we've got a pair. So 9 pieces of jewellery for £21. That works out about £2 something. £2 must be about £2.50 for each piece of jewellery. So for £2.50, just not, probably not even that really if I think about it. But if you can work that one out, you can see that for just shy of £2. Hey Preston, you've got yourself an exceptional piece of jewellery, haven't you? So, what are you going to show us?
I thought I would show you using a different colour cord, the little bracelet up in the corner, which I also made for you.
I love it.
Well, it really helps the designers to know who the presenter is, because you know, apart from these, there aren't any massively chandelier earrings that I would make if I was on a Jenny show, for example.
Yeah, Jen loves her drop earrings, doesn't she?
Yeah,
she likes her glamour drop earrings.
Yes. So I'm going to use the sort of the goldeny, the brown, what do you call that? Caramel?
Yeah.
Because there's one that's slightly redder. You get the 3 all together. So what I've got is a piece of cord about 3 foot long, which I've doubled over, and I've just done a little double knot on the top, a little loop knot there, because we're going to do a button knot at the end. So again, this has no findings whatsoever.
Right.
So we take a little bit of a cord just to help attach to the board, and I'm using the big board on this one, so we'll attach it at the top. And the way I attach any macrame pieces that I do is I take a cord through a slot, I go 1 to the left or 1 to the right and bring it back through, so an adjacent slot, and then when it's on the same side as my work, I pop it underneath and then back through the original slot, and that keeps it really nice, tight and secure. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the 2 cords and I'm just move it up a bit. I'm just going to pop it in the slots like so. So you've got a distinct left and a distinct right. Okay. Now we're going to attach our lazy cord, which we're going to use beading thread because we won't be able to get this through the holes in the beads. So it's a very, very archaic way of attaching. I simply bring it up to the top and tie. Well, do you remember we did that double knot earlier?
Yes, the surgeon's knot.
Exactly the same. So I do a surgeon's knot and attach it nice and tight in there. And it disappears. Once you've got the beads and things in it, it disappears. So that's all I do to attach.
Okay.
So what we need to do now is decide how we're going to attach our beads. So if you remember simple rhyme, inside out. Okay, inside out. And we'll do the same on the other side. Inside out. So that's now got our threads nice and secure. And when you pull them, you can see that little channel starting to form already.
Yeah.
So we pop on one of our beads. So I'm going to use this amazing Botswana. And we put the left cord through one direction and then the other cord through the other, and we pull the 2, and the bead will then sit nicely inside the channel. Okay, remember the rhyme, inside out. Okay, and we'll do the same on the other, inside out. Now that bead's not going anywhere now, that's locked in there, nice and secure. Okay. What are you laughing at now?
I just didn't know whether there was any more to your rhyme than just inside out.
No, that's it.
That's
Honestly. So we'll take our next bead. That's it. We'll remember that now. It's like under the bridge. It's just little slogans that. Yes. Under the bridge. Are we waiting for a rhyme? Did I say little rhyme? Oh, sorry. Oh, I know. I get what you mean now. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not a rhyme. Like, it's just two words.
Phrase, I meant to say.
Inside out. I was thinking, is he gonna continue with like some? That was it. You going, let's do the rhyme again. I'm going, what rhyme?
Okay. Phrase. Sorry.
Okay.
Phrase. Okay. So we take our bead and we thread one cord through and one in the opposite direction. Okay. And bring it in nice and secure.
Yep.
You can say it. Go on.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Okay. So inside
out. No need to shout. Without a doubt.
Okay, you're just being funny now. And then we just carry on, continue. So we pop on one bead, thread it back through with another. And this actually features on the Makes for Men DVD from start to finish, so you'll be able to see how we do it. Okay, and you just keep going until you get to the required length of your bracelet. And how I finish is to do exactly the same as we did at the top. So do a once and twice, tighten it, and then this will gather the two ends together. So you finish with the same.
Really well,
absolutely. Okay. And then if you wanted to, you could flip it over and do the repeat knot on the other side, and then take off your ends that you finished with and do a single knot first of all. And then what I tend to do then is leave a little gap between the knot and your finished work. And then when you come to do the second knot, bring the threads across behind it.
Right.
And then you'll find that the knots will then sit on top of each other rather than have two separate knots. Got that nice and tight as we've got there. So sat on top of each other. And then that'll give you something then to pass through your little loop that you made right at the beginning.
Just like that.
Just like that. That's brilliant. Really, really simple technique. If you remember that little phrase,
yes,
you'll be absolutely fine.
That phrase is very important to remember. We have got for you. This is the reason that they don't let us work together. This is it. This is the reason.
Yeah, could be. Actually.
Me.
You.
It's me, basically.
Yeah.
I'm basically the problem. But we've known that for a long time. We have got this fantastic combination of warmth of colour with this richness of such quality gemstones. You can see the tiger's eye is its own feature, but then adding in those warm textures from the agate. And then actually for me, that smoky quartz is most definitely a show-stopping quality. That bracelet in its own right. For me, it's just... It says everything about the luxury of the gem that we believe you deserve. £21.95 is all you pay, with your brand new bronze findings as well. So you do have a nice quality to add that texture, and all of those 15 metres of your brand new suede cord. So plenty of designs like this one to achieve for just £21.95. You may as well go for it today. And if you are brand new to us and you're going to give it a chance, well, why not do it today with the brand new Macrame board as well? That mini Macrame board is available for you. £6.95. Sorry, I didn't mean to say brand new. £6.95 for the mini Macrame board, and of course the DVD available if you'd like to add that for just £4.95. Plenty more treats to look forward to, including probably the finest rainbow colour from Rainbow Moonstone that we have got. It's unstoppable, and it's all to look forward to. But before that, it's the Wall of Fame. Sue from Essex, 420. She says, my entry for the Wall of Fame uses all JewelleryMaker products apart from the 2 beads from my stash. Agate slabs, baroque and pearls, rondelles, recent apatite buttons and tanzanite chips. My favourite colour. Indian silver style silver spacers and of course the wire. I really enjoyed making this brace and hope you like it. Oh, we do, Sue. I do like that springtime, like tropical feel about it, but with the pearls just adds that touch of finesse. Congratulations to you and your 420.
You have a touch of finesse about you.
Touch of finesse. Yeah, when I'm blubbering on screen going, oh, my daughter's ill. That's not so finesse.
Okay. Next one I have this morning is number 418, and this is from Stephanie. And Stephanie says, hi all, this is my second entry to the Wall of Fame. I've used all the gemstones, cords and wire, all from JewelleryMaker, of course. Good luck to everyone, and that's from Stephanie in Essex, number 418.
Stephanie's been busy.
Beautiful. Amazing.
Really busy.
Whole set.
And I've got Annette. She says, a necklace made with beautiful aquamarine insert from the Shimmering Seas kit and some of the beautiful culture pearls with sterling silver clasp. The gemstones are so beautiful. I didn't have to do anything complicated with the design. I am very excited because I'm coming to this week's Sunday experience with some of my friends from Surrey Beaders, and I can't wait to see what I will be working with. And that's Annette. Annette, well, I look forward to seeing you. I think it's Lucy on Sunday, so I'm sure she'll be kind to you. Lucy always is when it comes to challenges. Dion, have you heard that? Annette's coming on Sunday, so you have to be kind to her with the challenge. 420. She says, of course you will. 421.
This is amazing. Dreamcatcher, isn't it?
Yay!
Beautiful. Number 419, and this is from Heather. And Heather says, hi all at JewelleryMaker. After seeing Gemma's necklace, I've made a dream catcher. I used all of JewelleryMaker materials except the feather. Good luck to everyone. I'm looking forward to coming to Debbie's workshop on the 1st of April.
Oh, 1st of April.
1st of April.
1st of April. 1st of April.
1st of April.
1st of April.
Hope there is one, and it's not a joke. Love to everyone, and that's from Heather. From, I just have to see, she's no, Heather Marlowe. Beautiful.
1st of April.
1st of April.
We're rubbish at keeping secrets.
We are.
Really rubbish.
We are, yeah.
Right. Maybe we need to learn. Doreen in Lincolnshire's been in touch. She says, I haven't sent anything in for a while, but I was pleased with the way this one turned out, so I thought I would send it in. It was from a demo I saw on JewelleryMaker, but sorry, can't remember which designer it was. Don't worry. She says, I hope to wear it at my nephew's wedding. See, Doreen's going to a wedding as well. She's going to wear this one for her nephew's wedding, but we'll have to rejig it a little and inject a bit more green to go with my dress, which is easy, and that's the beauty of making your own jewellery. Exactly, Doreen, I agree. She says all the wire and multicoloured crackle quartz from JM, and she says she always enjoys the shows. Well, Doreen, fabulous piece of jewellery. That's a showstopper. That's a lovely piece of jewellery to wear for the wedding. And as you say, when you're mixing it up for a specific outfit, the choice is yours how you want to play with the colours, isn't it? So 422, and I hope your nephew has a wonderful day, as you. We've got plenty more to look forward to, including amethyst, which is the colour of the moment. I mean, check that out.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Fabulous amethyst, one of our most popular gemstones. Came in at number 2 on our top of the gems of 2013 and 2012. So being top of the charts, a high reigner within our gem collection. And you've got the chance to get it coming up straight after the break.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Come and join resident designer Linda as she guides you through various techniques in soutache. Get creative with this exciting medium and learn how to braid with round gemstones, how to set and wrap a cabochon, and how to make a back piece with ultra suede backing. The full course includes a selection of gemstones, soutache cord and ultra suede backing, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and gemstone museum, and a chance to visit our shop. And all for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
Join guest designers Debbie Bulford and Rachel Norris to explore the endless possibilities of combining polymer clay and wirework. This DVD guides you through a variety of projects and will give you the inspiration you need to create your own designs. Advance your jewellery making and fuse your talents together with this amazing DVD. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
This has got to be one of the most insatiable deals of the day so far, and I say that beyond even what we did for the Zavverite Garnet. So just to give you a heads up, Zavverite Garnet sold out at £6.95, and I'd suggest with the pricing that we did for the Zavverite Garnet, they really didn't tally, and exactly the same must be said for this next strand. It's pretty special. It's the wonderful qualities. How clear. How many have we got, guys? Please tell me we've got enough to go around. Right. I'm going to say now the quantity that we have is pretty good, actually, for what this is, in terms of the desire we know we have on this gemstone. The quantity is pretty good. The price tag is what then makes me go, actually, it's not going to be enough. The quantity is not going to be enough to justify in terms of the demand that we are going to get. You see strands like this and you would expect them to be more considered. In my mind, in my experience and in my thought process of what versatile gemstones these are, instantly I've got web buyers who are saying yes to this. So just to give you a heads up, phone buyers again, it's busy on the web today. So if you do see something that you like, especially on this strand, based on the pricing that we're about to achieve, you must make sure that you guarantee early on those phone lines. 0800 644 655 is your free phone number. If you find yourself holding on the lines, well, the thing is you're holding, but all you're doing is just investing your time, not your money, because it is that free phone number. So guarantee early on these deals, because the web buyers today, well, lovely to have your company on the web. Web buyers are busy, like Maureen and Colette and Jenny and Anna and Catherine and Rita and another Catherine and Sandra. All those people who are on the web, congratulations to you. One click and you're there. One click and this will be yours. Phone buyers, of course, give us your patience, or just get dialing now. Don't even give us your patience, just get on the lines now, because we won't let you down on this deal. I would suggest, with the quality and the quantity of faceted drops that we're about to bring you, the price point that we can achieve on this deal is the reason that the quantity that I have available will not be available for long. The quantity that I had, which was decent, I have to say, for me, that's a decent quantity. It's not going to be enough to go around when you see the price tag that we can achieve. If you want to join me, it is the fastest to confirm, like Irene and Jeannie and Stella and Tanya and Leslie, Yvonne in Stirlingshire, Diane's and Marion and Jolanta, congratulations to you. Everybody who's dialed so far has been successful. Everybody on the web has been successful. The reason that I don't want you to think that anything other than first come, first served, these are one of our top selling gemstones. in our awards of both 2012 and 2013. It came number 2, just shy of winning the top slot from Labradorite. This is a top award-winning gemstone, and you're about to get one of the most incredible price points. Faceted drops coming in at just £9.95. Now that is not a price you should expect to see on a regular occasion. Again, just like with the Zavverite, we're pushing the boundary of price to the point where really I'll say these are one-off deals. These are deals that I can't honour on a regular occasion. You've got to make the most of them while we've got them. And of course, next week, if I'm offering you a strand for 12, 15, whatever price point, you've got to remind yourself that I can't always honour the pricing of this type of deal. You know what we do, and we always are, and we're as transparent as our gemstones. We try to make sure that whatever we do on price, it's based on the deal that we could broke at the time. So the one thing is that the pricing of gemstones, whatever the gemstone, is always changing, always changing. What's available today might not be available tomorrow. What's available last week is most definitely probably not available this week, because the pockets that are found, or the gemstone bundles that are found that we can buy in parcels or in strands like this, they come limited to that quantity. Then you've got another deal to be broked, and that's when the price changes. And we're always playing on the fact that we'll always reflect the best pricing that we can in terms of our buying power, and that's what you're getting with this deal. It's a one-off deal that I can guarantee you're going to get as a £9.95 price tag for fine graded faceted pairs of pink amethyst, the more softer delicate pinks, really capturing that radiant orchid look again, isn't it? You know, that colour of the year we've been talking about today. If I just bring that in, and you can see there, that just captures that colour so wonderfully well. A lovely look for £9.95. Congratulations to Rosalie, to Vivian, to Elizabeth, to Kay, and to Shirley and Barbara. Marion, lovely to have your company. Plenty of people saying yes to this at £9.95, and rightly so, because Mark, how many pieces of jewellery do you think you're going to influence with a strand like this? It's
incredible, isn't it? I've never seen this particular cut on a pink amethyst before.
Yeah, gorgeous with that lovely and they are, if I profile them, they're not a briolette, so they're not a big bulb. No. In fact, what they are is they're a perfect teardrop formation. Gorgeous clarity. What are you thinking? Earrings, pendants?
Earrings, I think. Briolet wrapping. You know, the wire around the top,
yes,
to cover over the point. Can you hold up to the, I just want to see, there's plenty. So what I look for, especially in this sort of drop, is the distance between the drill hole and the point.
Because? For
the amount of wraps that you can do with the wire, and there's quite a big distance actually on those. Oh, it's perfect. Yeah. Sometimes you find that the drill holes are very near to the top, but with these, it's quite a distance from top to bottom, so you can do quite a bit of wrapping around the top for those.
So you add that detail.
Yes, beautiful.
Perfect. £9.95 is all you pay for this fantastic deal. If you want to join me on the phone lines, as I say, it's a free phone number, or you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com, where it is very busy today. But those of you who've bought on the web, don't forget, putting into your basket is literally just putting into a wish list. No guarantee that you'll be successful unless you check out your basket. And it doesn't matter how many times you check out your basket, you still only pay one postage and packing. Only one postage and packing that you pay for the whole day, and it doesn't matter how many times you check out. A couple of text messages have come in about the topaz that I've been talking about. Your natural lemon topaz is coming in around about 20 minutes time. So 20 minutes time I'll be bringing you, and if you haven't seen it yet, take a look at this natural lemon topaz. This gemstone sits in the Grundgewölbe in the Museum of Natural Artifacts and Historically Revered European Jewellery. And this gemstone sits as a centrepiece, and rightly so, because it has such a high regard within the jewellery industry for such purities of beauty, such just exquisite qualities. There's a part of me that thinks that this has an almost a rutile quality that you're looking at, like spun gold, which I've not seen before. So that's a really nice nice aspect to it. And that's it, your natural lemon topaz. We have nothing like it in the vaults. We've got nothing like it on our website. So if you are looking for that quality of freshness to the lemon tones of topaz, then please do a bit of research. We've got nothing like it. Now's the time to get it, and it's coming your way probably in around about 15 minutes time now. If you're still on the telephone lines for the amethyst, of which I've still got a lot of purchasers. The good news is that everybody pays that final low price of just £9. How many pieces of jewellery are you thinking? How many are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Even if you just go for pairs of earrings, that's 7 pairs of earrings and 1 pendant. So 7 pairs of earrings. And how much would you charge for each one of those pairs of earrings? Because I would suggest if you know, people know their gemstones, of which most people have heard of amethyst, you'd say at least a tenner for a pair of amethyst drop faceted earrings, wouldn't you? And even if you drop that to a £5, you only need to sell 2 pairs, and you've covered the cost of the amethyst, and the rest is putting into your pocket for your money, isn't it? To what you've achieved. Worth the thoughts, worth the thinkings, and certainly worth guaranteeing early on those deals. Congratulations if you got that deal. Fabulous price point. Now, we already introduced you to the mini macrame board, and I know for a lot of people that's the introduction to macrame that you're looking for. For those of you who are ready to advance, that's the word I'm looking for, advance your skills, and in particular get a little bit more towards the intricacies of the mini macrame or the micro macrame, as you might have heard of it before. This is what you need. It's the larger macrame board, and the large macrame board gives you the chance to make bigger pieces, but also perhaps more intricate designs based on the size of the board. And that's something that for the mini macrame board, it's great for traveling, it's great for doing separate pieces, but if you want to go for length and if you want to go for detail, you'd go for the larger board, Mark.
I mean, that was that's using the larger board. So as you can say, you can, if you want to, use the smaller board, but you'll have to then take all your pins out, move it all up the board, by which time then you've lost a lot of the tension. I mean, that was using the large board and quite a few pins as well. And as you can see, it looks quite machine made. I'm quite proud of that. It's really neat. So yeah, I think for necklaces, without a doubt, you need the big one. Because the mini macrame board is good. You can, as you say, you can do what you would do on the larger board, but actually you just probably wouldn't get the finish for the neckline pieces. Because of course, the mini macrame board, great for wrist wear, because that's a good length, but actually for a piece like this, if I just do it, sorry, let me just pull my, that's it like that. There we go. Oh, hang on a minute. That's back to front. If we turn it around the other way, that's it. And then it'll hang down. Sorry. The intricacy of that work is just fabulous. And that's what you've achieved with the T-pins. With the T-pins and the large board. And the larger board. Yep. Yeah. So if you do want to develop, if you do want to advance, or perhaps alternatively you've just bought the mini macrame board and you're ready to add to your order the larger one as well, because you've got 2 different looks and you want to make a set and you want to do the bracelet on the smaller board and you want to do the necklace piece, or alternatively you're waiting to find out how you work with the T-pins, because we do need to show that, don't we, at some point, how you work with the T-pins. Mark, are you going to do a demo in the next section with the T-pins? I can do, yes. It's part of that kit actually, that necklace, so I can... Perfect, so you're going to show us how to do that. Then those of you who bought the T-pins today and you're wondering what they do, we'll show you alongside the larger board, because the larger board is what achieved this neckline piece. So you've got the chance to be able to do that today. If you do want to join us, now's the time to get your larger macrame board, versatile and truly adaptable to create some wonderful looking jewellery. Macrame is one of the biggest techniques and certainly one of the most rewarding of designs to achieve from your jewellery making, and it's such a small price for such an important tool. One price of just £9.95. If you do want to join us, the size of the board itself, I do know that as well. The size of the board, I'm sure I do know that. Oh, there we are, 10 by 14. So the grid is 10 by 14, so 10 inch by 14 inch is the size of the board itself. The mini board, let me make sure I've just clarified the different sizes, is 6 by 9. So if you got the 6 by 9, so that's £6.95 for the mini board. You may as well get them both, eh? You're still under £20 even if you add in your postage and packing. Even if you add in your postage and packing, is still under £20 for the both of them. So if you do want to join us on either of those deals or both of them, go for it today while we've got the stock, because often is the case macrame board, it comes into stock and it goes back out again. Often we just can't keep up with the demand. So £9.95 for your larger board. I've got buys in Merseyside, Yorkshire, Nottingham, Conway, congratulations Middlesex and Warwickshire, congratulations Cheshire and Derbyshire and Staffordshire. £9.95. And Mark, what would be the reasoning to get both of them? For me, I use the smaller one for when I do craft fairs. I set them up before I go horizontally. You can get 5 or 6 bracelets with the lazy strand, the working strands, the beads, all set up. You can pop it in your rucksack, take it with you, and then when you have that quiet in-between time at lunchtime, you can get your board out and you can make a couple of bracelets. So, you know, that lunchtime lull, you don't actually just sit there and waste time. You can actually get on and work with it.
And that's with a mini board?
That's with a mini board. And then at home, if I've got pieces that are intricate or I can't finish in one go that I come back to, you can just leave it all on the board, and as we were talking about for necklaces and that sort of thing. And if you want a bit more length on the necklace as well, what I tend to do is work from corner to corner diagonally, and you get another 2 inch of length of necklace as well. So that's
you've
fantastic.
got that potential to drop even
that's
lower.
Right, absolutely. No,
yeah,
it's brilliant.
£9.95. I've got a text message come in. Here it comes, here it comes, here it is. D in Hampshire, hi JewelleryMaker. Mark Smith is just one of the best, as his designs are such an inspiration. So stunning, I thought I said, and I always want to copy all of his ideas, and that's from D.
Oh, thank you,
Copy
D.
away.
That's really kind.
Copy away. So you're going to show us how to do that, because I know there'll be a lot of people who are interested. So and you're using the T-pins as well. So if you bought the T-pins today and you want to create, so we've got the next kit coming up, and the next kit will then give you the demonstration how to work this hand, and alternatively, and also, should I say, you're also going to learn how to work with the T-pins that you may have purchased as our early bird today. T-pins are now sold out. For those of you who are asking, is there any more T-pins? I do believe that the T-pins are now all sold out. But again, we'll try and get more in stock. We just, honestly, it doesn't matter how many we put into stock, they just fly out. It's one of those, just one of those. Now, we've got, of course, our Makes for Men DVD that has come back into stock, and there's lots of people who are looking for that. Do you want to know what I was thinking? I was thinking about Father's Day, because that's 10th of June, I think I'm right in saying. It's around that time, because it's Mother's Day on the 30th of March, isn't it? And then middle of June, it's Father's Day. And I was just thinking, for those of you who are looking for Father's Day or for gifts for somebody, and you're struggling within the jewellery realms, because I often think, 15th of June is it? Sorry, beg your pardon. 15th of June it is for Father's Day. That gives you plenty of time to get something really nice, really thought out for Father's Day, for maybe partners, or whether it's going to be your dad or your brother, or you know, you want to just give something special. The Makes for Men DVD with our bookends of boys that we have, Drew, our presenter, and Mark, who they genuinely must have had a conversation. What are you going to wear tomorrow? What do you want to wear? What are you going to do with your facial hair? Oh, which glasses are you going to wear? Oh, I'll wear those too. You wear the tank top and I'll wear the jacket. Okay.
But who looks the younger of the two?
Oh, now that's a bit of a challenge. So you can tell us.
All right, yeah.
Go on.
No, go on.
Are you both the same age?
Yes.
Ah, got myself out of that one.
Yes. I think Drew's slightly older, not a year older, but he is slightly older.
Is he? I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Look at the two of you, though. That is quite funny. I'm really having a really royal look from Mark now. He's like that. So who really is that young? Who really does look younger? Mark, it's you, obviously. And then Drew asks me, and I'll tell him it's you. We have got for you this fantastic DVD. It's an hour long of jewellery making. I have to say, I know it's Makes for Men, but part of me, when I saw the jewellery, was like, well, I'd wear that. Actually, I'd wear that. Well, that's very me. And whether I go for quite masculine jewellery on, I don't think I do. But I think that the designs that Mark's achieved within the DVD are very universal. I don't think that you should just be buying this and think, I'm going to come out with only jewellery for men, because I don't actually think that that's the case. I think they're inspired by gents jewellery, especially with the leather and the metal looks and things. But I do think you could instantly be able to rearrange some of the colours and some of the textures, and you'd be creating jewellery for ladies. So there is a most certain universally adaptable design technique quality about this DVD. So it's a slip knot, raid roll bracelet, leather and metal, a cuff, wrapped bracelet, and also ball chain as well. Right, sticking with the DVD and talking about the leather, check out this. So you've got your DVD. Now you're going to get, the leather as I take it totally out of shot. I'm not very good today now, am I? I'm not on form with my whole, like, what's the right thing to do for the television? Yeah, what's that? No? You think there should be more? Scott, there might be more that you need to find, bud. Oh, he's going to sprightly sprint like a 21-year-old can to find some more leather for us. So how many do you think we should be having? 9. So I've got 6. I've got 6. And you actually should be getting 9 of it. Wow, that's even better. Are you going to change the price then? Oh, 8. Okay. So we're going to get 8. And are you changing the price? You're just going to you're getting more than what we're looking at here, but you're going to keep the price. Okay, Dion, my producer, is saying you're going to get 8 spools in total. 8, and each one of these are 5 meters. You're going to get an aqua, which we don't have. We'll get that one for you. We've got the black. Yes, we've got that there. You've also got the green leather. We've got that one in front of us. Maroon. You've got pink, purple, red, tan. There you go. That's all the colours that you should be getting. And your blue. So you've got them all together. 5. No, I've got 5 in front of me, but you're actually going to get 8. Let me just introduce this one. That's all right, Scott, don't worry. This one. I'm looking for one more. No. Maroon. We're down maroon. We're down a maroon, Scott. Oh, he's going to go hunting. He's going hunting. That's satin cord. No. But you've got maroon as well. We've got the maroon. Which one's classified as maroon? That's not maroon. That's chocolate.
You've got 8 there.
Have I got 8 there? Oh, move on. Sorry, Scott. Can I get the staff these days, can you? Yeah. Scott, go and find something that's already in front of me. We have got for you here a combination. Which one's classified as maroon then?
That dark brown in the middle.
This one? The one that's actually not maroon? That's interesting.
Sure it is,
Maybe I'll need to go and suggest that perhaps that one's classified as maroon.
Pretty sure.
Wow. Maybe we need to just have a look at that, because I'm not sure that that really is. Maroon's purple and red, isn't it?
Don't know.
Like a dark red maroon is. No, it's not brown chocolatey colour, is it? We'll have a word about that. We'll just find out, because I will talk to them about just to make sure, because I'm going to make sure we're transparent when we describe a colour. So we will just clarify that you're going to get all of these spools. You're going to get 8 in total. They're all 5 meters each. It's a combination of what is classified as maroon, but perhaps we want to, just to clarify, is probably more of a chocolatey colour. Then you've got your tan, then you've got your pinks and your aquas, then you've got those lovely deep purples, you've got your blacks, your greens and your reds. You've got them all together, 5 meters of each, 5 meters in total. It's a bonanza of a leather combination. And if you are going to get your makes for men, the good news is that makes for men is just going to make your jewellery go so much further, your gemstones so much further. That's the thing about using cords and leathers, etc.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, with a reel of that, you might only use 5 or 6 gemstones, just a single beaded drop on a necklace, and that's it. No tools, no findings, just leather with a slip knot at the back, which features on the first section on the DVD. As I said, there's no tools, pair of scissors to cut the leather, a bead. That's all you need. It's brilliant.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So the gauge on these are 2mm, just so I can clarify. Gauge is 2mm, each one is 5 meters. And if you do get the Makes for Men DVD, I do think they go very, very well. Look at this. The stock is just flying out right now on this deal. Please just stay on those phone lines for me. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. Alternatively, join us on the web. Let me give you the information, because our graphics have just disappeared for a second. So I'll give you the information. 0800 644 655 is the free phone number. That's 0800 644 655. Or alternatively, join us at www.JewelleryMaker.com. Now, those are the ways to purchase. I have got to say, although I don't have graphics, I need to say the price tag, because otherwise I'll have a lot of people who obviously are waiting to make a purchase on price. I'll tell you now, although we don't have graphics, apologies about that, the price tag on this deal, £11.95 for all 8 colours of your leather cord. All 8 colours, each one of the 5 meters. They're 2mm in gauge. Oh, and it's all for just, it's all going downhill. It's all suddenly gone downhill. And it's all for just £11.95. Mark, in terms of making a macrame bracelet, like a gent's bracelet like you have in the DVD, how much leather cord would you need for one achievable bracelet? About 1.5 meters. So for each one of these, you're talking about achieving at least...
Yes, at least 3 bracelets from each reel.
And is that a gent's size, or is that a lady's size bracelet?
Both.
For both?
For the gents, yeah, absolutely.
Right, oh, that's interesting.
Because you only need about 30 centimetres for your lazy strand.
But you wouldn't work these as a lazy strand, I presume, because of the thickness of the gauge.
No, you'd use beading thread, or if you weren't using beads, you were just doing a simple plait or something like that,
okay.
then you 1.5 meters, absolutely.
Oh, I see. So that's not incorporating the gemstones. That's just doing like your leather cord macrame data.
Yeah. Just have one as a lazy strand, and then a corresponding or an alternate colour in your working. And that's all you need. So 30 centimetres for your lazy, and then 1 metre and a bit for your working.
Gosh, just as simple as that. And you know, as Mark's so rightly said, even if you don't want to introduce yourself to gemstone jewellery making just yet, you want to just create some really nice simple leatherette bracelets, but you can definitely most certainly do that here. You could do that on the phone lines 0800 644 655, or you could join us at JewelleryMaker.com, and you don't need to add your gemstones really with leather cord, because it's one of those textures of material that has its own feel about it.
We're talking about the leather and metal. I don't think I've seen any on a show for a while, but I know we've got them in the website, and that's those round spacer beads, silver and blue, silver and green, silver and red. Do you remember?
The aluminium ones.
Yeah, aluminium. But then all of their leather cords go through those really well, and they look spectacular with those colour ranges. Really nice.
Yes, I was going to say, because we had some turquoise, we had the brown, like the bronzy colours, didn't we?
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, really good, because they were good in terms of...
Good size holes. Yeah, 5mm, I think, most of them.
Oh, were they?
Quite big.
So definitely could handle that.
Yep.
Either way, whichever way you're going to do it, you've got a restricted available stock now, unfortunately. First come, first served to this deal. And I've also got Parveen, I've got Karen, Jennifer, congratulations Sheila and Barbara, Rosalind, you've definitely got yours. Yeah, there's your price tag, ready, go. £11.95 all you pay. So you've got there 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 metres of, 40 metres of your leather cord for just £11.95. It is a first come, first served situation that we're offering you, and I have to remind you of that as we offer this deal, only because while the stocks last, it's great, but when we don't have a huge quantity left, it's the first people to order, and if you're multi-buying, then that's fine as well. You can multi-buy as many as you like, and all for just £11.95. Great deal, absolutely great deal. Congratulations on this deal. Now then, £11.95, I'm just finding confirmation on the deal that we have here. If you want to join us, you've got a phone line and you've also got the web, and it's first come, first served. £11.95 is all you pay. I've just knocked over the Macrame board 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row, kept on knocking up like that. What am I? Clumsy oaf, that's what I am. Right, if you've got those, congratulations. We need to instill a little bit more colour again now, I feel. When we've got leather, we've got so much colour from the leather, I feel like we need some more colour. Now, I do have coming your way. Check this. Adding in that pop of colour with your multicolour chalcedony. Ooh, I've not seen that before. This is some lovely colour. I feel like I'm really in spring when I've got this strand in front of me. Juicy oranges, gorgeous apple greens, rich blues. Doesn't that look wonderful? That really just, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking Jamaica, I'm thinking the Caribbean and all tropical, and oh, what, shall we have a pina colada? If you like pina colada and getting caught in the rain, yeah. Shall we have a bit of that? Well, not the rain. I'll just have the pina colada. Yes, that's fine. It's probably not quite so catchy as if you like pina colada and getting caught in the bright sunshine. It doesn't have the same tone, does it? It just doesn't have the same feel about. I'd prefer the sun than the rain, if that's okay. But I've definitely got that tropical feel about this combination. That is a fabulous strand, isn't it? The colours are popping. Fiona's doing her happy dance. Yay! Fiona's got a happy dance. She got some leather cord. Yes, it's the victory dance. It's the victory dance. What's your victory dance? At the moment, I've changed my victory dance. I've realised. I don't know when it happened, but the victory dance has changed from this, which has always been my happy dance, or my victory dance when I've got something that I want, to this. Yes. That's now my big. It's quite a move, isn't it? Do you have any kind of dance?
No.
You
No. I'm just thinking of there's this really awful, I think it was a two Ronnies joke or something, and I need to get this right. My wife's just gone on holiday. Jamaica? No, she went on her own accord. I think it's either Eric and Ernie or the two Ronnies as well.
Oh, would have been even funnier if you'd have said, no, she's got her own leather cord.
Leather cord.
On her own accord. Leather, because we're selling leather cord. Leather.
Doesn't work really, does it?
Whatever. £11.95, and that gorgeous chalcedony is coming out. Oh, we have got some fantastic colours in that strand. Oh, I can't wait to do that strand. What time does this chalcedony come in? Juicy fruities. I mean, they really are zesty colours. Fabulous. Oh, goes nicely with the Zavverite. Oh, goes very well with the Zavverite. Now, that's going to come around about 12 o'clock is your juicy fruities of your chalcedony. You've also got, and I've only showed you it once, but I think once was enough to imprint in the mind how wonderful they are. Rainbow Moonstone. Man alive, it's just... It's as good as it gets in my mind. It really is as good as it gets. And obviously I'm lucky enough to work on our sister channel of gems where we're seeing gem quality Rainbow Moonstone time and time again. And for me to introduce this grade of Rainbow Moonstone within our show is very, very exciting. That's coming your way, but not just yet. That's going to be in my 12 o'clock hour. Before that, and I did say I was going to play about 5 minutes late, sorry about that, but natural lemon topaz. Natural lemon topaz. Now, there is nothing like this in our vaults. Nothing like this in our vaults. You've got here the most exquisite of colours. I mean, there's a freshness, there's a brightness, there's a texture to each one of these that I've never seen before in topaz, and I like that. It almost at times, if I show you this one, it almost at times feels like amber. And anybody who loves amber, that's what this feels like. It has if it's not amber, then it's rutile quartz. It has that internal dynamic, something so different about it. And that's what I love about Mother Nature is that the dynamic is totally unplanned. You know, we couldn't say to you, we're going to be able to reproduce this or duplicate this, because every single stone that you have on this strand is absolutely unique. Topaz is a wonderful stone to see. This is what we're really offering you in terms of unique qualities. And you know what you're seeing in this strand, I can't guarantee will be exactly what you'll see in your strand, because every strand is different. Because Mother Nature, well, she really doesn't do things by anything other than singles. She doesn't duplicate regularly. So therefore what you see is an individuality to your jewelry making, thanks to the wonderful internal natural qualities. And as I say, this is totally natural lemon topaz. We have nothing like this in our vaults at all. Nothing like it on our stock list. We've got topaz, but we don't have natural lemon topaz. We have nothing like this. So if you do want to have that standout gemstone in your collection, this is the one for you. And when I went online first thing this morning just to check, because I've never heard of our channel having lemon topaz, I thought I'd best check, and I did, and I came up with one result, and I realized that actually, do you know what? and perhaps I didn't need to be reminded, but it's rather nice to be, how good we are at quality. Because I went on Topaz and this is what I found, and this is our website right now. If you want to access it, it's www.JewelleryMaker.com. So if you go there and you type in the top corner, it says search. If you type in Topaz, that's all you need to do, type in at JewelleryMaker.com, type in Topaz and click search, and this is the screen that you'll find. Right, there's the screen that you'll find. Okay, so this is everything that you've got. Now I want you to check out on all of the bits that have been, all of the strands that have been reviewed. Just take a look. This is from top to bottom. These are all of the strands that we have available. Check out everyone that's been reviewed. What does it say? 5 star, 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. Oh, 5 star, there's a 3 star. That'll be interesting to find out. Actually, they might be the chips and nugget ones. You've got 5 star, 5 star, keep going up, 5 star, 5 star. Look at this, keep going. 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. The thing is that on all of our Topaz there, we have honest reviews from you telling us what you think. And I read those reviews. Beautiful, gorgeous, exactly what I wanted. The clarity was wonderful, so unique. Nice to work with gemstones like Topaz. Nice to be able to add a gemstone like this to my collection. That's the reviews that you've got available. And that's not us talking, that's you talking once you've got your Topaz. But within that whole spectrum of Topaz, we have a blue Topaz, imperial Topaz there, pink Topaz. Just check out, we have nothing that says lemon topaz. That's it. No, nothing like this available. But when you do the reviews, when you read those reviews on all of our other Topaz, I have to say, I'm so impressed. And I shouldn't be surprised by that type of reviewing, because we really do work hard on the quality of our gemstones. But when you see that, it's just testament of how good we are in terms of offering what you want. And that's what you want in price, but also what you deserve in quality. And that's why people come back to us time and time again. This is totally natural lemon topaz. We have nothing like it on the vault, in the vault right now. And to be honest, I've never ever in my nigh on decade, and it's a decade in about 2 months time, I've worked in this building for 10 years. Within that time period, I've never once presented natural lemon topaz. This is the first time for me. So it's a big honor for me to be able to present this to you. Check out our website, we've got nothing like it, and you've got the chance to be able to get it today while stocks last. And that's what I really must highlight. It's a stock situation that we have on this deal. It's a limited edition offer. It's your natural lemon topaz. Once the quantity is allocated on this limited edition, I can't guarantee a deal like it again. As I say, it's been nearly a decade of me presenting before I've been able to give you the chance to get this. Let's hope it's not another decade, but who knows. Yours for the taking, natural lemon topaz, graduated plain drops for just £14.95. It's a no hesitation offer that we're offering you there. If you do want to join us, 0800 644 655. See for yourself the quality. Maybe you want to be one of our raters. Maybe you want to tell us about the strand that you get. Maybe you want to click the 5-star. And if you don't, I have to say, for me, the wonderful thing about us is you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So it says, if it isn't right, you send it back. If you're not happy, send it back. Will you send it back? I don't think so, because this is such a unique opportunity. Natural qualities inside this stone, almost giving you that spun gold-like quality about the internal dynamics to this gemstone. It reminds me of amber, because of the internal textures, but also we could be talking about something like, you know, your internal qualities of rutile quartz, which is a very popular gemstone at the moment. Natural textures, natural qualities, and that's what makes this special. £14.95, a limited available offer, totally unique gemstone to work with. Great for those of you who want to make your jewellery stand out from the crowd with the ingredients that you're working with, as well as the design that you're inspired to create. Yours with a wonderful, wonderful feature of warmth to every single unique stone, and that's it. Totally unique for £14.95. Wendy, you've got yours. Jacqueline, great to have your company. Sandra, Catherine's in the Isle of Man. Congratulations, Justine. I've got Catherine. Congratulations, Kamsaya. Can somebody help me with how I say Kamsaya? You think? Kamsaya, congratulations. Sorry, I struggled with your name there. I was trying to make sure I was saying it right. Patricia, Anaya, congratulations to you. I've also got Terry and Joanne. I've got multi-buyers on this one as well. Great to have your company in Devon and London. I've also got Manchester. Staffordshire's just confirmed. That's Natasha. Hello, Natasha. £14.95. Whichever way you're going to do it. I tell you what, this is the type of a moment to go for this type of rarity of opportunity. I have had a couple of texts about one I mentioned earlier on, the big earring connectors, not even connectors, the big earring findings. I'll just give you a quick sneaky peek. They're coming up. Do it now. All right then, it's a quickie. It's going to be a quickie. It's your deal. It's your quickie. Take a look at these. Ah, gosh, you're going to make some. These are the Jenny Cleary product of the year so far, aren't they? Now, for those of you who don't know who Jenny is one of our presenters, a wonderful, wonderful presenter. She always makes me smile whenever I tune in. I love her. And one of the things that she'll always know, she never hide the fact that she loves her earrings, but in particular, her big shoulder duster earrings. And you've got the chance to go big, big style on these. These are contemporary size in your individual earring findings, whether you've got the big hoops, or whether you're going to go for the big shepherd hooks, or whether you're going to go for the shepherd that's closed clasp, or if you're going to go for the more contemporary square, or perhaps it's more rectangular clasp. Whichever way, 4 individually totally different, 4 different shapes, and you're actually getting 40, can't be 45, can it? 48. I beg your pardon, that's a graphical error. It's 12 pieces in total, so that's 6 pairs of each size, so each shape. So that's 6 pairs of each shape, and that takes you to 48 pieces. Sorry about that graphical error. That's 48 pieces in total. That's 12 pieces for each colour. They've classified them as the kidney shape, the fish hook, the rectangular, and the round. And you've got them all. Look at that quantity. Look at that quantity going. It's disappearing. These are your brand new earring findings. They're the larger, certainly more contemporary earring findings that we're offering you. I like the hoops. I really like those hoops. I've got into wearing hoops with just a couple of drops, and they just look easy wear, but just a bit, you know, makes you feel like you made an effort, doesn't it, when you're wearing glorious earrings like that. And you've got the chance to be able to do just that. Plenty of people on those lines for our brand new earring findings. £6.95 is all the price that you pay. £6.95. Just thought I'd sing you that. Why not? Congratulations, half the stock's already allocated on this deal. It's, yeah, pretty much gone. Web buyers, you've got to check out your basket straight away on this deal, of which you are. I didn't even have to speak and you were checking out your basket there, although there are still plenty of people like buyers in Surrey and London and Isle of Wight. Putting your basket's one thing, got to check out. If you want these brand new findings, I have multi-buyers galore on this because these are brand new. Quantity? No, not going to be there. 48 pieces. I will just clarify that the graphics are wrong there. It's 48 pieces. It's 12 pieces of each shape, so that's in total 6 pairs of each, whether it's the lovely longer shepherd hook, the closed shepherd hook, the rectangle, or the round. Either way, you've got £6.95 for 48 pieces. It's down those lines, and it will be a sellout deal. Congratulations. Straight on to our next kit, and this kit, well, we've already been inspired. And I know there's a lot of people who are waiting for this kit to come, thanks to just this one piece that Mark has created. If you have got the T-pins and you have got the Macrame board today, then this is the kit for you, because this is the kit that then creates this look with those tools. So this look with those tools that you've already purchased and these gemstones. This is for one kit. There's a lot going on here for a very small price tag. There's a lot going on. Dion's told me the price, and that's a lot of gemstones for very small price tag. Okay. We're going tropical. We're going tropical. We're going definitely spring and summer holiday thoughts. You know, you can... you know when people feel spring because they start to talk about holidays. I have to, don't you think? I think you do start to feel that when spring has sprung, you do start to hear people go, oh, I've got my summer holiday booked, and oh, I've got this here, I've got this planned, and then you see the clothes in the shops, and you go, oh, look, there's some nice little like shorts there. I might get them for my holidays, or you know, I'm thinking the weather might be quite nice. So you do start to do that, and I think this kit does that. It makes you think of spring and summer, and makes you ready for perhaps just a little bit of warmth and fun. There is a lot going on here. Cloudless skies, what a wonderful name for a kit like that. Cloudless skies, with a combination of your magnesite with the whites, the rounds, and the rice beads. You've also got your Larimar. I love Larimar. One source location from the Dominican Republic. We're adding in the aventurine as well, just to top it off, and then finishing it off with these wonderful deep blues, but they are absolutely sky blues, of your white and blue agate faceted rounds in your 12mm. So 5 strands, so it's a lot, plus lots more, because you're also going to match those sky blue colours with your wax cord and also your suedette turquoise. Let's keep on adding. And we're adding in some more of those sky blue tones with your blue wax cord, your turquoise blue wax cord, and your beading thread. Finish it all off. Ah, yes. I wanted to see this and this because these are, good. Take a look. New findings pack. This is the toggle clasp that everybody's talking about. We all love this toggle clasp, but I think that this is in particular a nautically inspired combination of colours. And if you're going to go down the nautical route, you might want to go with the likes of your rope jump rings. You might want to go with the likes of your, where's those shepherd hooks that have got that lovely texture to them. Now you do get different lengths for your jump rings. You can see them, not your jump rings, your head pins, and you get also different tops. So you're going to get your flat pins and you're also round ball pins, and then you have the even longer ones, which are going to give you the chance to be able to do even more design. Great for tiara work, anybody who's looking for that texturing to your tiara work. So lots going on, plus a metre of chain. Let's not forget with those findings, brand new findings pack with your silver plated copper findings, with a metre of chain included, with all of the other nautically inspired rope-like designs, which are going to give a real sense of designer influence to your jewellery making. There's lots going on here, and I'm still quite surprised by this price tag. I'm still a little bit shocked by what we're about to do. How about this? All together, 5 strands of gems, all the threads and cords, and the one price. That price? £19.95 is all you pay. £19.95. And Leslie and Janet and Sarah and Tanya and Sue and Norma, congratulations to you. Plenty of people. £19.95. Right. You could tell them then. I'm not saying, right, this and this, I'm going to. We know that obviously we've had singing Dion. Now we've got what? And what are you going to do? Did you hear that, Mark? Do one more time. And singing producer today. Not stopping at night. You do know you don't need to take a penny off the price. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. Too late. It's done. The singing producer that is the gorgeous Dion. £17.95. I think it'll be a sellout deal. I think it will be a sellout deal. Congratulations. I'm not even going to hesitate on that one to say it's first come, first served. Web buyers, again, don't forget, putting in your basket is just a wish list. Putting it in from your basket to your checkout is guaranteeing that the deal is yours. And well then. This is such a lovely freshness, isn't it? What's the matter?
Oh, that price, it's ridiculous. If you knew how long this kit took me to make.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Don't look at me. I had nothing there, did I? I was happy at 19. I thought 19.
Okay.
Dion's like backtracking. Well, I didn't. It had blue in it, so I had to take the price down because I love blue. This is the thing.
I thought that was the reason.
But anybody who knows Dion, you'll know the moment she sees blue. And Dion is my producer, and she's been a producer in JewelleryMaker for a couple of years now. And Dion and I worked her first shift on JewelleryMaker was with me, and yeah, she's never been the same since, to be honest. But even on her first shift, she was like, "Oh, it's blue. Well, I'll take the price down because it's blue." She's never changed. 2 years later, she loves blue. So everything that's blue, she just goes, "Oh, let's make it affordable. Oh, let's take it even lower." Like $19.95 wasn't already affordable. Now she goes, "Well, I'll just take a bit more off." So what are you going to show us? What are you going to show us?
Right then, we're going to hit this.
You are.
Now, you and I did this on that fateful afternoon show that you took the mickey out of me for the whole 4 hours.
Look, I didn't take the mickey out for 4 hours. It was about 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Okay.
Now then, can I put this in
You
position?
can, yep.
Okay, I need to put that there.
Right, okay. So this is Kavendi, okay, which we did on the mini micro macrame show. Lucy and I first introduced the viewers to Kavendi, and then you and I did the wax cord version rather than the cotton.
Okay.
But this is just to show how we begin using the cords, the board, and amazing T-pins, which I just love stabbing. It's a thing about, and you can in this. It's rewarding. Excuse my initials on the top there, but some of my tools do walk occasionally, so I've named everything now. I know. Sorry.
Just to let you know that the kit is now sold out. No surprise. I think it would have sold out at $19.95, really.
Never mind, never mind.
Just a great deal, just a great deal. We've got the mini macrame board. Pardon me, this is the larger macrame board that we're offering you here. The macrame board, the larger one comes in at £9.95, and the large one is what you need to work with for your neckline pieces. So if you want to achieve the longer look, like Mark's about to show you, then you need to use your longer board, which is your £9.95 board. The mini macrame board is about to come in, and that's at the bottom for £6.95. And in all honesty, if you're going to get one, you may as well get both today, because it's one P&P of £2.95. Add to your order, and if you've got the T-pins, in particular, if you've got the T-pins, you're definitely going to get both of the boards. There's no doubt about that. So at £9.95 for the large, £6.95 for the smaller. Get both of them for one P&P. So.
Okay, so I've just taken a little snippet of each of these. You'll need a lot of cord for this.
Okay.
What I did was I used 3 lengths of the pale blue and 2 lengths of the dark blue on the finished piece.
Okay.
So all I've done is I've taken everything off the reel and divided it into 4s, and I've used those cords then. Any that I had left over, I've made the little bracelet in the middle, but that was it. I used everything else up. So I've got my cords, so I've got 3 cords that I've folded in half, and again, one of my little button loops. Okay. Now normally, before the T-pins arrived, I'd use my little extra cord to take over the back, but I use whenever I got the pins out, I use them for everything. So even to secure it to my board, I start using the pins. So I'll put 2 pins in the top there just to secure the knot. And in the garden, we've got quite a few tree stakes, and this is where we put our tree stakes in. So I've copied that onto my jewellery. It's bizarre, bizarre, bizarre. Okay, and then I'll take another pin, and I'll just find the middle of the threads and just stab it right through the knot. Now that is not going to go anywhere. Okay. Now normally we would use the reverse on the show, but I just wanted to show you that I use the lines on here just to keep equal spaces in between. So
especially because you want the precision on this piece, because of the way that the design is. You want to have that precision, so the grid is
that's right. That's right. Now on this technique, you always start with an even number of cords, but you actually do the design with an odd number, because one of them becomes your holding cord or your lazy cord, okay, which isn't actually going to be part of the design. So we'll just put that to one side, and first thing we need to do is we need to pin it on. Now I don't actually pin through any of the cords, you pin around or inside. So using this line down the middle here, just above between the E and the A, we put in our first pin. And what I do at home is I have 3 boards on top of each other, and I push the pin all the way through, just to give it a bit of extra. But you don't need to, but honestly, one's fine. Okay, and then we secure our threads at the bottom, and we take this cord, we wrap it around the pin that we use to secure, and I normally go for 3. Sorry, yeah. So we pop it in slot number 3. Now at the moment, because we're going to be pulling on this quite a lot, that will start to pull out. So what I do is I tend to just start liberally putting the cord wherever I like, just to make sure that it's really firm and secure. Okay. Now in the design we've used double half hitch, but just so I can show you how to use the pins, I'll do single half hitch. Okay. So we'll take our first cord, which will be the dark blue because we're going to alternate the colours. And we take our cord over the top of our holding and back through. So we just go over, underneath, and we pull it through. And that's just holding it nice and tight. Put that to one side. Then we'll take a light blue, do exactly the same, go across, and make a single knot. Now this wax cord is really nice because you can make some really nice big knots with this. Underneath, pull it through.
Is there a rhyme for
nice
this?
And tight. You can make one up if you like. Watch what I do and make one up. Mine won't be good enough. Okay. You could go up and under, pull it through. Now is that a rhyme or a
that's
phrase?
A rhyme. We'll have that as a rhyme.
Okay. So over, under, pull it through. Okay. So that's your first diagonal started. And obviously this would be twice the size if we did the double half hitches.
Okay.
So then we take our next pin and we pin it again where the little slot forms here. We don't actually stab it into the cord. So we pop that through, like so. Okay. And then we'll take the,
before you do that,
yep.
I'm going to lift this up.
Okay.
Oh, I can't lift it up. I can.
Sorry.
Sorry, you hold
my
that for me.
fault,
Let
yeah.
me just lift those up, just so we can see where the pins are. And if I just hold it there and just show you here, this is where we've just created all of the detail, and then we've placed a pin, and this is where, for those of you who just got your pins, placed your pin just as the last knot goes in, and this is where you're now going to almost go back on yourself.
So as I said, we don't actually knot into the, when pin into the cord, we pin either side of it.
Either side, yes.
So you'll see how the pin works now. So we've done our first little section.
Yes.
So we take our working cords and just push them down into the board there. Unclip this cord, because now it's done its job on the left-hand side. Now when you're doing the left-hand side and you move on to the right, you always stay in the same number. So we're on number 3. So we take it around the pin, which we've now put into place, into number 3, and we slot it in nice and tight.
And again, you want that tension.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I make sure I put it through several slots. Okay.
And you're working with the smaller Macrame board just for demonstration purposes.
Yes, absolutely.
For the necklace, you
That's
work
right.
with the larger board.
That's right. That's right. So we're doing exactly the same. Now, because we've now separated our strands on the row above, if you see, they've already sorted themselves out. So this will be the way you'll work now all through the rest of the design. So we take our left-hand cord and we just do exactly the same. And as I said, we would do double. So for a double, you do it once and then you repeat it
You do
again.
the same again.
Yeah, but we'll just do it once for demo. Then we'll take the next cord underneath, pull it through, bring it nice and tight. Now because you've got the pin and you've also got the slot, that keeps it really nice and tight, and that's how you get that really nice neat finish. So hand in hand, the board and the pins are, I think, the two perfect combination of any of our jewellery bits and pieces we've got, really do. And then we'll do our 5th one, like so. Put it underneath. And just give it a little push because we want that curve to form on the inside there. So again, we get our next pin. And because we've started on this line, we make sure that we're on that line with our next pin just to keep it in a nice neat finish. So we pop in our pin, like so. Then we take our cords, hang them down again, unclip. Once you get into that routine of popping in your pins and then going across. So we started at 3, so then we go across to number 4, like so. Pop it into slot number 4. So when we do this side, when we go across, we'll stick to number 4. So whichever number is on one side, you stick with on the other. And then we do our next row.
And you just literally keep on going?
Yeah. I'll show you how to add a bead on this one. So we've got our single. Now this is a very small little band because we've only used half hitch, not double. But it's actually quite nice. I quite like the thinner braid as well. So we do the 2. And then we'll do the 3rd. This is a really nice technique. And Georgie would love this. You could teach her this. It's so simple.
Just had a question from somebody who said, if you check out your baskets before the price drops, will you still pay the higher price? No, everybody pays the final low price, whatever price that is. So if you join in at $19.95, but the price goes to $17.95, you'll pay $17.95. So everybody across the board always pays the final price, and that's $17.95 on the last kit. And always, wherever the price ends up, you'll always end up paying that last price, only ever. Just to clarify, just because I wanted to answer that question straight away.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the beads on the outside, which I've done on the completed necklace. So what I've done with the cords, I've just got my my cutters or my pliers or scissors and just cut to a nice point. Okay, if you wanted to, you could add some nail varnish or something like that, but the holes are very large in these cords. push the beads through. Let's try a darker one.
Another question has come through, Mark. It said, can you take out the pins as you go along?
You can, but I personally find that you lose some of the tension in the shape. I think the best thing to do is just to do the whole piece and then take the pins out.
Right.
If you've only got the small board, you will have to do that to make a necklace. So you'll do the length here, then you'll take out the pins.
Yeah.
What I tend to do is take out half the pins and then just roll it up, squidge it up so you get a sort of a loop forming. But I mean, you can if you wanted to, but I think keeping it nice and neat. And also, you need to keep the pins in a nice neat row so you can see where you're going.
Yeah, so there's not that loss.
No. So we've got our bead on, and all we do then is we pop it underneath the strand like so. So we've got that nicely tucked in, and we do our same little knot. So bring that nice and tight. So that's nice secure. We've got a nice zigzag forming, and then we do exactly the same. So we take our pin, find the position above, exactly the same. Pop the pin in, not in the cord, but beneath it, and then we take our cord. Remember, we're at number 4 this side, so we go across the board to number 4 over here, and then we just start the whole process again.
And we've added our gemstone in.
Yeah, we've added the gemstone in.
So there you can see how well the T's, these T-pins do add and facilitate to create the tension and the design finish to the likes of designs like this one. So we will try and get more of those T-pins back in stock. You know, we'll do that. Congratulations if you did get them earlier on. That was part of our early bird. The leather cord deal is still available for those of you who are asking. Yes, the leather cord is still available. 8 individual leather cords, 2 mil in gauge and 5 meters in total from each colour for just £11.95. So the leather cord is still available on that bonanza offer. Congratulations if you are successful on that one. Still can add to your order. Thank you for that, Mark.
Pleasure.
And that really gives you a sense of just a part of the capabilities of those T-pins, and there's plenty more to go where that comes from. So keep watching in the coming weeks and months, and I'm sure you'll be inspired with even more looks. We have got time for the Wall of Fame.
Okay.
Somebody's been excited.
Oh, lovely, beautiful orchid in the back. I'm going to test you later on the name of that orchid.
Oh no, don't bother.
Can't remember.
I remember nothing like that though.
Okay. First one I've got on this section is number 423, and this is from Barbara. And Barbara says, "Hi all you guys, this is my entry for this week. I've used silver, antique bronze and copper wire, all from JewelleryMaker.
Love it.
The beads are from my stash, and they are Mookite and Goldstone. Pleased. Here we go. Pleased with how it has turned out, and hope you all like it. Best wishes to all," and that's from Barbara.
I like
number
that.
423. I think it's stunning, isn't it? Really clever.
Yeah, really like texture,
Yes,
I like the
beautiful.
shape, and yeah, lovely. And I've got Andrea, who's been busy. She said, "Here's a lovely pale amethyst pearl and quartz necklace I made with all JewelleryMaker bits and sterling silver chain. I really enjoyed using the pearls in my designs since going to the pearl exhibition at the Victoria and Albert Museum in January." Oh, I know, with my life being as it was, I couldn't get down there. I was so desperate to go and see that because it was meant to be brilliant. Andrea, you've obviously been inspired just to get that classic quality to your jewellery, so lovely. 426 you are.
Beautiful.
And I'm glad you went there. Great.
Okay, next one I have is number 424, and this is from Susie. And Susie says, "Hi all at JewelleryMaker. Hope you like my bangle that I've made. I've used tiger's eye, rose quartz and 1.25 antique bronze twisted wire, all from JewelleryMaker." And that's from Susie in the beautiful Forest of Dean. Beautiful. Wonderful.
And I have Vera from Gateshead. She says, "I am new to wire work, and since making the cuff bracelet for my previous Wall of Fame, I have completed this necklace to match. It's made from ocean jasper, large puffy coins and labradorite round with copper wire, all from JM. I really love this set and never imagined I would be able to wire work like this. Thank you to you all for the fabulous offers and gemstones, also the great demonstrations. Love and best wishes." And that's from Vera. Vera, what a lady. Just new to wire work. Really?
That is just incredible, isn't it?
Really, Vera? Really, Vera? Now tell the truth. That's amazing. Phenomenal. Well done you. 427.
Gosh. And the last one today, number 425. And this is from Rihanna. Now this is Rihanna that I always say wrong. Jenny says it right.
Right.
Rihanna, not Rihanna.
Oh, is it not? Rihanna.
Yes. Hi Jewellery Maker, I've made this box weave with 200 jump rings. It took an hour to make, all from Jewellery Maker, and I hope you will like it. It's so simple but looks elegant. Good luck to everyone who's entering this week, and that's lots of love from Rihanna from Kavendi.
I love those kind of pieces. They're just
stunning,
they rock
aren't
it.
they?
Yeah,
Do you wear yours that Debbie made you?
All the time. All the time.
Beautiful.
And in fact, my husband even said about the jewellery for the wedding, as I was doing my fashion thing, he said, what about wearing that bracelet? So that's already on the list.
Good.
We have the most extraordinary chalcedony strand still to come. The colour pop is really matching the, our little graphics in the back there. When I look at that, I just go, oh, that's like the colours of our chalcedony strand. It's, oh yes, look at that. Fruity, it's vibrant, it's literally going to be a sellout deal based on just that alone. The colour is exquisite. Yours, coming up straight after the break.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Colour, colour, colour. I think this has got to be the nicest colour for spring and summer that we've had yet into our collection. I don't. You might disagree, but I genuinely, I look at that colour and it's just powering at me. I put it against a black background, but actually I could put it against the white and it changes again. That's the lovely thing about this colour. Oh man, I love it. I love this. This is so vibrant, and I love the intensities. I love that sense of vividness that we're achieving from each one of these stones. And of course we faceted to such a high grade to get the very best luster. And if I hold this out and I'll just take one of these pieces so we can really take on board, there's lots of places that would chip against stones like this and just literally get a randomness and irregular quality to their faceting. With us, this is high grade lapidary work achieving the very best results. You really have got that vibrancy, that intensity of quality. For me, the faceting of this strand is what is testament to our prestige of gemstones that we can offer you in the genuine gemstone world. And that's one of the things I remind you is that I know there's some beautiful synthetics out there, but you're working with Mother Nature here, and Mother Nature's being captured and then captured in such a unique way with lapidary work that draws out luster and intensity of colour that is illuminating, bursting with a Caribbean-like quality of intensity. This is what I'd classify as breathtaking coloured gemstones. This is Mother Nature at her best with us capturing that and making the most of it. And you've got that powerhouse of colour in your collection. And I have to say, if you got the leather earlier on, you have to get this strand, because every single colour within that leather range that we brought to you earlier on would go so well. Look at that, it's just vivid, it's vibrant, it's just lifting. And of course colour can do that, can't it? Colour can lift your soul and spirit. It can really give you that energy. When you start to consider, I've got a black outfit on today, and put a colour against the skin, instantly it'll transform the look. Instantly it'll give you that hit of colour that you deserve to have. And really that's all the colour you need. Maybe actually if you actually just, instead of putting it against the neckline, what about just creating a nice simple bracelet? That colour's so great. And then maybe a matching pair of drop earrings. That's it, that's all we need, and you've got something that's going to work and better work. Multicoloured chalcedony graduated faceted rondelles, 6x3 to 10x5mm in this full 17cm strand. Colour is vibrant, and a bit more vibrant, and it's yours for one price tag. Don't miss out on this deal. Once it's gone, it's gone. £12.95 is all you pay. I've not seen anything like this strand before. In terms of the laprador work, yes, we're really lucky to have highly skilled lapradorists. Often is the case, our lapradorists are a family skill passed down. So it literally goes from grandfather to son, and then it might go son to daughter. It is a family of laprador work that you're looking at here. Skill-based, wonderful quality of finish for just the attention to detail of each individual cut. You've got the very best luster. £12.95. Double buys on this deal, and rightly so. Tropical colours, really giving you that Caribbean-like feel. And Mark, when you look at this, I know you like to play with colour in a different way, graduate, etc. What would you see to this? Would you keep it mixed?
No, I'd still have to separate it, I think.
Would you?
Without a doubt. I just love that orange. We don't get very many, apart from carnelian and the occasional quartz, but that orange is definitely the best colour on that strand.
It's got a fire opal feel about it, hasn't it?
Absolutely lovely. It's a gorgeous strand.
But each one of them has got that sense of, it's just powerful. That's what it is. It's beguiling colour. A powerhouse of look for £12.95. Congratulations if you got that deal. Wonderful colours. I think you're really going to get a lift when you get this one home. It's going to, and as I say, I always think that colour can transform how you look as well as how you feel, because the energy is there, and I think that this one's going to really give you that lift for £12.95. Congratulations. If you got the Zavverite garnet earlier on, would go very well with that as well. I'll quickly show you that. I know I've got to move on, but just take a look with that Zavverite garnet, because it goes very well with those greens. And maybe if you want to match in the greens again, you've got that combination. Yep, you've got it all there. Lovely combinations of adding to your order. 1 P&P for the whole day, of course. Must just remind you, 1 P&P for the whole day. Love that Zavverite garnet. Love that colour. And we've also got your Rainbow Moonstone. Am I allowed to give everybody a quick sneaky peek of the Rainbow Moonstone? Quick sneaky peek of the Rainbow Moonstone. It's one of the most exceptional examples. This is what you'd call textbook adulorescence to Moonstone. It's everything you want it to be and even more, and it's coming your way later on within the hour. It's going to be the next maybe 45 minutes. Right then, where should we go next? What should we do? I'm thinking, should we go for, we've done some nice smaller nuggets. Let's go a bit more chunky. Ooh, are we calling them nuggets, or are we oh man, I haven't seen this gem since the beginning of the year. It's Mookite. When was the last time you saw Mookite?
Ages.
Mookite. We haven't had it. We had a little spell where we had loads of it.
We had lots of frosted, didn't we? It was coming through frosted.
Yeah.
Aha.
Man, I'm so pleased it's back. I'm so pleased it's back. Mookite. I can't even remember the last time we had Mookite. And then to top it off, in this bundle, we've also got Botswana agate, the biggest selling agate at the moment. Well, actually always, I believe, in our history. Botswana agate, the textures, the qualities that you get, that banding, this lovely pattern and print that sits within each stone. Wonderful. Oh, Mookite. Yay! I love Mookite. It comes from the Mooka Creek in South Australia, and it's a one source location, and I love the textures of Mookite, because if I hold it out, it goes from the richest of mustards to then these beautiful burgundies, and then you get clarets, and then you get chocolates, and then you get creams, and you've got a spectrum of colour like no other. Mookite, there's nothing to compete with it in its colour range. One strand offers you everything you could want in terms of depth and dynamic. So there's your Mookite. Then you've got your Botswana agate, and we're adding in your beautiful powder blues of your chalcedony to match it alongside your neon greens of your amazonite. Well, I think it's fair to say this is going to be a flyer. This is your nuggety goodness bundle, 4 strands. They're nuggets, they're even potentially chips if you think about it, because of the length and the size of them, and they're all together 4 strands. This is crazy. I'd suggest you could pay this per strand. Elsewhere, I could suggest you could repay this for why? Okay, just go for it. 4 strands.
Oh gosh.
Why? Why? You'd pay that for 1 strand. 1 strand, you'd pay that. And just to highlight, I mean, you look at pieces of jewellery like this, you only need, well, maybe, gosh, not even a quarter of a strand to make a bracelet like Mark made in this Macrame design, 15 pieces. So that is probably literally a quarter at the max, probably is not even that, a 1/6 of a strand. And hey, presto, you've got yourself a feature piece of brace. That's £9.95, not for each of them, but for all 4. That's working out at less than £2.50. We don't need to do that price tag. I will highlight, especially for the Botswana agate, the Mookite, actually for any of these strands, £2.50 or less is absolutely unmissable. Now, web buyers, you know what I'm going to say to you, don't you? You know what I'm about to say. You've got to check out your basket now to guarantee. I've got phone buyers who have come in, web buyers who have genuinely, web buyers who haven't checked out the basket. You are on the edge of losing out now. I've got phone buyers who will come and take your strands away just because you haven't checked out your basket. So Tyne-Wear, Cornwall, Fife, Lanarkshire, Devon, Lancashire, Middlesex, Northamptonshire, Norfolk. Those are all web buys who haven't checked out your basket. If you don't, you lose out. I'm sorry to say that, but it's better to be blunt and to tell you how it stands. We've got people who are on the phone lines who will take your strand because you've shown interest, you've said you like it, but you must check out your basket right now for £9.95. It's a huge deal, huge deal. How many have I got left? Okay, we're in double quantity figure. We started with triple quantity. We're well into double quantity. Half the stock's allocated, well and truly, and £9.95. I repeat, web buys you must check out Gloucestershire, County Durham, Yorkshire, Greater London, Sussex. You must check out your baskets to guarantee. Let's say a big hello to those people who've joined us on the phone lines as well. That's Dorothy and Terry and Sandy. Tatiana, you've got yours. Jennifer, congratulations. Jeanette. I've got Carolyn, County Durham. Hello to you. Lovely to have your company. £9.95. 4 strands for £9.95. I would suggest Mookite, 1 strand, congratulations, £9.95. And that's not an exaggeration, that's absolute comfort zone in my mind. I'd be very comfortable, very confident. I mean, when you consider this type of bracelet that you're looking at, Mark used maybe 15 pieces from a strand. You could achieve that look, and when you consider that makes sense at £9.95. That makes sense at £9.95. Congratulations. Let's keep on adding. Let's keep on adding. Again, I'd make that £9.95 make sense. I think this one makes sense at £9.95. Individually, they justifiably are £9.95 in my mind. But for all 4 strands to be at a £9.95 bundle, Mark?
It's incredible, isn't it?
Exceptional.
Yeah, absolutely. But when I have this particular shape of chip, if I'm not using it in macrame form, what I tend to do is incorporate it in complementary colours of smaller chips in the plaited designs, because you get it suddenly turns a sort of an elegant piece into a more tribal look with all these different shapes jutting out at all sorts of angles, and it really lifts the piece. So this is where I would use these for. And
with your Chips and Nuggets DVD, you actually take people through a variety of different designs, not the macrame designs, but actually taking people through threading designs and wrapping designs and just beading techniques. That's right. To really achieve the very, very best look from this type of shape. Because if you've not worked with this before, oh my goodness me, nuggets, 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 are we going nuts? They are fabulous. It's anonymous. I think we might be. In fact, I know I'm looking at Dion, just checking that she knows what she's doing, and she seems totally compos mentis, to be honest. £9.95, and there is a blue strand in there. Oh, that's it, yes. See, £9.95, right? And she says she's got 1 more nugget bundle to fit in, and there's only 80. And as soon as you see it, you have to jump on the lines. That's what she's saying. And she says there is blue fluorite in it to give you a heads up on the price. You know that management will eventually stop giving you anything blue just because, yeah, you do that, don't you? Okay, congratulations if you got that one. Stay on the lines, it's still been there. But can I just say, somebody in that bundle has gone absolutely right, and I think totally right, bought four of those bundles. Because that's only that's just shy of £40 when you consider how much jewellery you're going to be able to make for that £40. Masses, crazy. I mean, when you consider when you could do like dog tooth necklaces with one tiny one of those chips on a leather cord, and of course we gave you the leather, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Now talking of wonderful. This is by far, without hesitation, without underestimating some wonderful pieces that we've had previously, by far the most exceptional quality of Rainbow Moonstone. It's truly magnificent. Now, often is the case with Moonstone that our studio likes to bleach it out. We never standardly expect to see this amount of our gelarescence, which is that blue schiller that's coming off the surface of the stone. We just don't expect it. I've already got buyers saying yes to this because I think you know as well as I do, if you trust your instincts, this has got to be, without doubt, the par excellence of Rainbow Moonstone. This is truly the ultimate textbook quality. I mean, if I just say to you, when I think about what I expect or what I would like to see in Rainbow Moonstone, this is the deliverance. This is seriously the deliverance. It is most certainly the ultimate. If I just show this there. I know, it's just truly, it is textbook quality. In fact, beyond textbook quality. I think that this is, but as I said, par excellence is the only way for me to describe it. This is truly a deliverance of top grade gems. Both myself and Mark and Dion and Ollie today. Ollie's my director, Dion my producer, of course Mark standing alongside me today. We all have absolutely clarified this in our own minds. This is by far the finest of Rainbow Moonstone that we've seen for a very long time. And normally we wouldn't do this kind of shot. I would just like to say we wouldn't normally do just a plain shot like this. But as Ollie's just rightly said, my director, he has literally just said, but you know what? I could do this shot because quite categorically there is every single gemstone is calling to be attended to. Every single gem on this piece is a focal point, and it's worthy of truly the most. And I would put this piece of this potential of gemstone to solitaire drop earrings, right? I'm not asking you to do multi-cluster drop earrings. I'm saying the caliber of each one of these stones, you need one. Just one. And out of the, how many are you getting? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. So I'm looking at around about 28 on this strand. And if you start to consider 14 pairs of earrings, that's it. 14 pairs of earrings. And you look at it from one angle, you think, oh, look at that diamond, because it has that brilliance about it, it has that internal clarity. And then you start to see this ethereal-like, truly out of this world light reaction, and you want to see more, you want to investigate more. So you get closer, and the closer you get, the more dynamic, the more breathtaking the stone becomes. This is beyond textbook. This is par excellence of Rainbow Moonstone. Your graduated faceted drops range from 4x2 to 9x5, and each one of that range of size is delivering, and delivering in big way. You might want to go out and out indulgence with one strand and create a phenomenal charm bracelet with each one of these drops, or you want to go to town and make different pairs of earrings, and each one of those earrings is going to create one drops. And we often talk about our studio light bleaching out the gemstone. I mean, this gemstone is fighting against it, is the Goliath of gemstones in terms of fighting against what should be the bleached out situation of the studio lighting. Is not what you've got here. You've got the bleaching out, the studio lights haven't changed. The one thing that has this, the power of Mother Nature, the power of quality, the par excellence of this strand is so extreme that even in the bleaching of the studio lighting, you've still got some of the finest light reaction that I've ever seen to this gem. It's a good one. You've got to get it home. 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't take my word for it. Just get it home and see for yourself the quality. £34.95, and I would pay double that and still feel comfortable. I'd still feel comfortable if you paid double that on this grade of stone. You've got to get this home, please, please, from somebody who really has a passion for beauty. And I think I'm fairly committed to saying that I think Mother Nature, in every single gemstone she offers us beauty. This is not just a classic standard beauty. This is a true, it's something extra special. £34.95. You can join us at 0800 644 655. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. This is wedding jewellery at its very best. Can I just highlight that if you are somebody who is perhaps focusing on creating your own wedding jewellery, or delivering a new design for your wedding collection, or you are being commissioned to create jewellery. Of course, we've got our wedding workshop going on, my bridal jewellery workshop going on in the workshop at the moment. I think it's fair to say that if those ladies in there saw this strand, they would most definitely be purchasing. In fact, if we have any left, which I don't know whether we will, but if we do, I might take it in just to show them, because for all of the tiaras and all of those wonderful hair combs and creating that super extra special look for a bride or bridesmaid, this is the type of stone that will deliver that ethereal like quality. Of course, because you've got the top drilled briolets. I mean, I haven't even talked about the lapradorite work of these pieces, and of course I've been lucky enough to see briolets being cut for their own right, but when you consider, look at the rainbow. Oh my life, it's just exquisite. It's just truly, I mean, that really is a rainbow in a gemstone. £34.95. What? It's literally just arrived. Well, now I get to do it. Okay, so I'm just doing the ultimate strand of Rainbow Moonstone. I've brought to you Zavverite Garnet today. I brought you chalcedony like we've never seen it before. Natural lemon topaz. So we've done some beauties today. Yeah? Beauties. And then what arrives in the building literally arrives and comes straight to wear. And we've not even blinked and it's coming to wear. Brand new strand. Brand new strand, and it's perfect for today's nugget show. Fire opal. If you got the orange chalcedony that Mark was talking about, if you got the orange chalcedony, just look at how well the oh, it's like burning embers on the campfire. Fire opal. Oh, and it's already colour graduated. Marky Mark, you wouldn't even have to graduate because it's already done for you. Look, the job is done for you. Graduated colours, yes. From the corals to the peaches, to the peach melbas, to then burning embers of oranges sitting into campfire colours, and then you've got those russet tones. A full mixture of colour within one fantastic double. Bless me. Sorry.
No warning at all then?
No, sorry.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. If I could have warned you, I would have, because I know my sneezes are quite loud. Apologies. If I just, I know last week I did a sneeze and I got a text message going, "Oh my, what was that?" Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Okay, your fire opal in these wonderful nuggets, brand new strand, and it is a double strand at that. I'm so pleased to be able to bring you this exquisite, exotic coral combination of colours with your fire opal. To be honest, what else do you need? It's done for you. This is a necklace in its own right, in my mind. All you need to do is restrand. Of course, this comes with a temporary strand, but what you're about to get, just the chance to restrand, and you've got yourself one glorious looking piece of jewellery. I've already done exceptional prices. Yeah. Now, this isn't blue, but this isn't blue, so we know that Dion does great prices on blue piece, but she's saying that even if it's what, brand new, and this is a manager's decision. Okay, this is management decision. Okay, this is what you classify as a manager's price tag. Dion says even she wouldn't get away with doing this price tag unless she'd been told to do so. It's fire opal, a brand new, it arrived in the building seconds before it's come to wear. Just come in and straight to wear. That's it. That's how we work. It's a live show. We never know what's going to happen next. You know, I practiced and I research on the strands that I know are coming up, and then on a live show, what happens? What happens? We get deals like this one. And nothing can prepare you, nothing can prepare you to get fire opal for £9.95. It's a double strand. It's already colour graded, so the hard work's done. I mean, even that on its own right, just to get colour grading. Think about the time that it takes you if you've colour graded anything. Mark, you colour grade all the time. How long does it take you to colour grade?
I'm a dab hand at it now, because I do it all the time. But
even if you're a dab hand of it, it's still time consuming.
Okay. I mean, take fluorite, for example, which I grade. That's probably about 3/4 of an hour.
3/4 of an hour just to colour grade one. Is that one strand or one necklace?
One strand.
One strand. Okay, and now you've got a double strand of fantastic colour graduated, so the hard work has been done for you. £9.95 price tag, brand new manager's special deal. Congratulations, Stella, Kath, Beverly, Christine, Margaret, Angela, Jean and Sarah. Shoni, you've confirmed. Congratulations in Inverclyde. Congratulations to everybody who's picked up the phone. £9.95, a double strand. Hang on, I've just read what the bottom says there. It says Mexico as well. From the Jalisco region of Mexico, or it should be Jalisco. It's an absolute and I didn't want to ask the location because I thought I might be wrong. I won't say it in case I am. But if it's from Mexico, you know you've got the fieriest, the most warming of colours from opal. It just illuminates. You know, when you think of Mexico, you think spicy, you think warm, you think, you know, the sun beating down, and that's what you've got here. You've got the warmth of quality. This is amazing. £9.95 is all you pay. Of course, it's a free phone number, 0800 644 655. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com. £9.95. I've got a message coming in. Let's have a look. Veronica in Nottingham has just texted and she said, wow, what is going on? These offers are fantastic. Oh, sorry. Hi, Vicki and Mark. Loving the pieces you've made today, Mark, and the colours are lovely. Looking forward to the intermediate workshop in May. Yay!
Veronica is one of the most beautiful women on the planet. She's got an amazing Facebook page with pictures of her and her partner, and she's just breathtaking. She's been on one of my workshops before, and I'm so pleased she's managed to get on to the next one. Oh, she's like a ray of sunshine when she walks in the room. She's gorgeous.
Veronica, the mutual appreciation there. I like it. I like it. Well, Veronica, bless you. Thank you so much for texting in and saying hello to us today. Of course, if you've got any questions for Mark, you can text into 60777. Got about 20 minutes left. If you've got any questions when you've seen him work with the T-pins or anything like that, please do text in. We'll do our best to answer them before the end of the show. That's your fire opal in your smaller nuggets. Brand new strand arrives. Manager special deal. Manager special deal. Sorry. Apologies, I know I'm being rubbish today in terms of my floor, but that's because there's things that keep on stopping my floor.
I saw that sneaking in as well. Are we doing that now?
Well, I've just put it there and I didn't even...
That, yeah.
When did you do that, Scott? Like some kind of stealth gem dropper. When's it coming up? Peridot. Graduated strand of Peridot. Faceted graduated strand of Peridot. Is that another manager special? It's just arrived and... Okay. I've got something else to do and then I'm going to go on to... Okay. Brand new bundle of findings. You know, when you feel how much you get for each bundle of findings, you can't underestimate the opportunity of jewellery making, you know, the multiples of jewellery making that you can achieve from this. You're about to get a lot of findings for one price tag, a lot of jewellery making. I don't even want to guess how much jewellery you're going to be able to capture into this, because gold-plated is always going to add that luxury edge to your jewellery. Gold-plated adds that shimmer, that finesse, that luxury edge to your jewellery. You've got toggle clasps, head pins. You've also got crimp beads, crimp bead covers, for those of you who are asking about crimp bead covers. You've also got things like brand new earring findings to add a little bit of a contemporary feel. You've got your heart-shaped rope toggle clasp. You've also got your S-shaped extenders for anybody who's been doing your macrame. Now this is everything that you're getting in one pack. Now double it. Oh yeah, double it. You're getting double the right, so 2 meters of chain. You're getting 2 lots of the shepherd's hooks, 2 lots of the jump rings, 2 lots of the spacer beads, 2 lots of everything. So double this. It takes you to 200 pieces, 200 findings, gold-plated copper, and you've seen Mark work with these already today with the extended chain, the S-shaped clasp with the extended chain and the cord ending. So if you have been doing any of your macrame techniques, then this is a great way to finish it off and get that professional finish. Double trouble deal. Uh-oh, double trouble. Buy one, get one for a £5. Is that what you've just said, Dion? Gosh, the deals are coming at you thick and fast. I know if I was watching at home, I'd be thinking, oh my life, give me a break. Do you know what I mean? There's literally, it's like that. Just to kind of go and make a cuppa and just have a, you know, no. The answer is no. No. Apparently somebody has texted in and said, I went to go and make myself a cuppa and now I've missed out. And oh, they missed out on the Zavverite. Oh, gutted. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I can't even say I'll make it up to you and bring more Zavverite to you because I can't do that. I don't know when the next time it'll come on air. It might be soon. I have no idea. We never know what's going to happen to our stock list. What I do know is tomorrow I know exactly what I've got. First of all, I'm going to say the words concave cut. But I dare to say concave cut prasiolite, and it's the most exceptional strand. I'm going to say beauty of luxury for Pink Amethyst, and to top it off, brand new gemstone chains, and they're not short and they're not medium, they're the long. And I mean, they are long gemstone chains. So keep watching for that. That's tomorrow from 9 o'clock. So that's Saturday morning from 9 o'clock. And you'll know that I'm presenting because I'm hoping to try and look like Olivia Newton-John, because then I'm going to, well, I might be going to, depends on how my little girl is and whether I need to get home, but I'm meant to be going to a party for a friend's 40th. So, yeah. Yeah, I want to know what. Tomorrow I'm going to have curly hair, and leather trousers. Oh, yeah.
Hope you don't break down on the way up.
Say again?
Hope you don't break down on the way up there.
You hope I don't break down on the way back up north?
Yeah. Dressed like that?
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
I was thinking that's a bit half empty again with that glass. Thanks, Mark. I hope you don't break down. Thanks very much.
Sorry.
So yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Well, no, because if that was the case, like at the end
yes,
of Greece,
actually, yes.
right, I
Good
could get
point.
in, I could just fly.
Good point.
Yeah. Which is the only point at the end of that film where you go, why did that happen? Why did they suddenly go out of reality and then turn it into bang bang? I never quite got that. Everything made sense until the very point when they got in the car at the very end of Greece and the car flew.
Yeah, it's a bit bizarre, wasn't it?
It was. It's totally disjointed. You kind of go, who thought of that?
There's only one thing worse than that ending,
Go on.
and that's Grease 2.
No,
Controversial.
I want a cool
Controversial,
rider.
I know, but
Cool rider. No? Didn't do it for you?
Nope.
With a bit of Michelle Pfeiffer?
nope.
Yeah,
She was beautiful, don't get me wrong.
She was fabulous. If it's cool enough, you burn me through it. Oh, I know it all.
Have you starred in a version of it? Is
No.
that why?
No.
So you're a fan of the film and you've watched it many
yeah,
times?
Yeah.
Huh?
When I was younger, I haven't seen it for years. I might get it out. I'll just to enjoy it again. Right. It's just arrived in the build again, just like the fire opal. It's every chance it'll sell out. So give you the heads up on this. There's every chance this will be a sellout deal again. Your manager's special offer just arrived, and probably first time and last time on air. It's your Peridot. Now then, wow, the colour spectrum here is so fresh. Do you know that this gemstone really shouldn't even exist? You know when we talk about tanzanite, and we'll say it's a geographical phenomena. What I mean by that is that what happened in the Earth's crust in Tanzania for tanzanite is that two tectonic plates shifted and brought together two elements with your zozite and your vanadium. And that's the miracle of Mother Nature as it's evolved. The same could be said in a very different way, but the same should be said for Peridot. And I think we've always underestimated the rarity of Peridot. I think we get the tanzanite's rare, but we haven't really realised that Peridot shouldn't even exist. Because when you start to see how it's formed, this gemstone is like no other, because it has this unique balance between two exceptionally rare elements. It's phaolite and fostatite. Fostatite, I think that's how you say it. Now, when you take those, what has to happen is Mother Nature has to bring those two elements together, so your phaolite and your fostatite, but then has to find the balance. And that's where it gets even more complicated, because you've got two very rare elements that are coming together to then balance, to then mix to create Peridot. Now, often is the case when you've got this balancing act taking place, one will outweigh the other, so the fostatite might be stronger or the phaolite, depends on location mainly. But when that happens, right, you'll either get the perfection of colour for Peridot, or you'll get more of a fostatite or more of a phaolite. To get the balance between those two elements, excuse me, gives you this quality of colour. It just shouldn't exist. The balance just should not be found as you see it like this. This truly is what you want it to be. Excuse me. You have got here a very, very exciting opportunity, because this is a gemstone that I think we've seen, but we haven't seen enough of. But when we do see it, perhaps we've underestimated just how much of an exceptional find it is for your jewellery collection. Peridot, a phenomenal balance of greens and golden tones, and that's actually why you get those two levels of colour. The reason that you get like almost a pleochroic or a dichroic, so two angles, from two different angles you'll see two different colours. The reason that you've got that is because of that balance between the phaolite and the fostatite, and that's what you're seeing reflected in this piece. And if I hold it up, you'll see, if I just keep moving it, lime greens from one angle, beautiful golden colours from another. You can see that there. If I just keep moving it around, you'll see how the colour keeps on mixing all the time between those lime greens and those golden tones. Congratulations if you get this one, because this is a fantastic example of quality, a fantastic example of luxury. The length of this strand, I'm just going to pop this down, guys, because I don't know the length of this strand. There they are. We have got the information on there now. 30 centimetre strand of your Peridot. Graduated faceted rondelles, range of size 2x1 to 4x2. Actually shouldn't exist. This gem strand just shouldn't exist. This balance of colour between those exceptionally rare mineral deposits should not exist. And yet when they do, they create the wonderful strand that you're about to receive. Something of an anomaly on price in my mind, when you've got a 30 centimetre strand, which would pretty much be double what we're normally seeing within Peridot. But how about this? 30 centimetre strand for just £12.95. Should not exist. And yet when it does exist, the wonder is the result of vibrant greens and golden tones. £12.95 is all you pay for this spectacular, let me just remind you, 30 centimetres. So it's most definitely a good 10 centimetres longer than I would normally expect it to be. A good 10 centimetres longer than we're used to seeing on this gemstone. But yeah, that's what we do. That's the kind of opportunity that we like to offer you. I've got lots of people joining us on those phone lines, rightly so, because these are prestigious gemstones. Peridot, of course, August's birthstone as well, so it means that you're working with a birthstone as well as you're working with a bit of a rarity, or should I say a geographical phenomena, just as we would parallel that to tanzanite. It certainly is not something that we should take for granted or expect to see on a regular basis, and not this balance of colour. And it's that balance of colour, it has that spring vibrancy, that golden colour from one angle is then matched by that lovely vibrant citrus, lemon and lime combination. £12.95 for your 30 centimetre strand. I'm used to doing, maybe if I'm lucky, that length strand. That's what I'm used to seeing, around about the 20, if I'm lucky, a 20 centimetre strand. This one, for the price that it is, a 30 centimetre strand for an amazing £12.95. If you do want to join us, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial, or you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. We don't mind which way you do it, but add to your order today on a single postage and packing of just £2.95. And don't forget that it doesn't matter how many times you check out your basket on the web. A lot of people say, well, I put it in my basket because I need to check out at the same time for the 1pp. No. Actually, you can pay your postage and packing once for the whole day, and it doesn't matter how many times you check out your basket, it'll all sit into that 1p situation. £12.95 is all you pay for that wonderful, a bit of a coup for us to be able to bring you that price tag for this quality. And on we go. Oh, is this the one? Right. Before I even pick this out, Dion said to us before the end of this show, she would put a deal forward to you that she says, don't think, just buy. That's what she said. Right, don't think, just buy. It's not me talking. This is Dion, my producer, who's put all of these bundles together. So the nugget bundles that you've seen, the double strand of the emerald, where you've had Australian opal, you've had turquoise in a bundle today. So you know that she's saying she knows exactly what she's done so far and what she's got to offer now. Don't stop, just go. I've got the number there and I've got the web there. As soon as the graphics, now, do it now, dial now. Before I even show you, trust us, just do it now, because this is a mega bundle What? Oh my life. This is a mega bundle situation that you've got here. Red garnet matched with smoky quartz, blue fluorite, there's the word blue fluorite, tiger's eye and grey moonstone, all together for one price tag. And this is why I've got to warn you, when we say it, we mean it. We want you to know we are as transparent with our price. You are not. Ready? Okay.
Oh gosh, that should be the price of the fluorite.
I know.
Oh my word.
Oh, 5 double strands. 5 double strands. It is one of those quick deals that you just need to grab. There's a bit of, interesting enough, there is a delay, and I think there's a lot of people who've gone, that's a mistake. I think there's a delay because I haven't got as many people as I thought I would instantly. Now there is. I think we all had the same, that delayed reaction. It often happens, you know, it's fascinating. It's one of those, if you were doing one of those scientific things, if you did a scientific survey, you know, what's the delay between people reacting and then buying? On these kind of deals, I say there's got to be about a 20 or 30 second lull, literally 20 or 30 seconds of a lull, and I go, oh my goodness me, what's happened? Why is nobody buying? And then, like this, it's like the floodgates open. It's that delayed reaction of somebody going, what? 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 $9.95, $9.99, and that's it. It's just that time to absorb the price to then react. Sold out. That should not be happening at $9.95. Whatever Dion is thinking, I need to talk to her after this because that's crazy, crazy. We could have held that at $12.95 and still done you a cracking deal like the others. Ooh. Oh, beg your pardon. Oh, faceted colours of crisp pinks and purples. Mark, that is a good
beautiful,
look.
Isn't it?
You
I had a look at those earlier.
Do you like those colours? You want this stone, I can tell. It's funny because you can tell. Sometimes Mark will go, that's a good deal, but I'm cool because I don't need, this is the kind of stone, this is the double trouble where I can feel that you're going, yeah, I want this. Yeah.
It's stunning, isn't it?
The colours are so rich, so rich. It's deep purple, it's a violet, it's orchid colour. What's the name of the orchid that I had to remember?
Phalaenopsis.
Phalaenopsis, yeah, I was never going to remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd never remember that, Mark.
Okay.
I'd like to think I would at some point in my life remember that, but I could pretty much guarantee, unless I did some kind of, and I'd have to do it every morning for like a year to remember something like that. So
That's all right.
Words like that, words don't come easy to me. According to my husband, that's not true though. Words come far too easy. You have got here a double troubler. This is the one that's got Mark's eyes twinkling. The depth of the purples, that lovely banding. I mean, look at these. Every single stone is different. And of course, the strands that I'm showing you here, your strands will look different altogether because every strand is unique from us. Double trouble, 150 carats of your shaded purple colour gate. Faceted rounds, very, very versatile 7mm rounds. 34 centimetre strands from each, so that's over 60 centimetres in total of these wonderful colours for one price tag of £8.95. You really do want those, I know you do.
They're beautiful, aren't they? Oh, I'd have field day with those.
£8.95. The colours, the range of textures, exquisite, busy four lines again. 0800 644 655. You know, when you look at those, one presumes you're thinking macrame, are you?
I don't know what I would think with those. No, it would be the whole colour grading for me, wouldn't it?
You'd play with the colours, would you?
Yeah, just trying to think what I've got here that they would go with. The remnants of my...
Oh, go with the greens.
All the yellows.
Oh, look at that citrine. So basically anything that's springtime.
Yes.
Anything that's springtime will go so very well indeed. Those of you who got Mark's challenge bundle today, let's quickly show you the jewellery that he's made, because I think he's had a bit of a field day with this. That's glamorous.
I've gone asymmetric. Is that asymmetric or not?
No, it's symmetric, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
This would be asymmetric. That messes with my head.
So even, yeah, okay.
That's definitely not asymmetric though. It's colour blocking.
Yeah, sort of glamorous Wimbledon, isn't it?
Yes. The Roland Garros.
Yes,
the Roland Garros look. And then, I like that.
I hope I've made it long enough.
I do like that. Let's try it on. Guys, am I allowed to try this on?
Perfect length.
See, I've got the yes from Debbie there. She said, oh yes. Oh yes, with a bit of a Wags Y-corn look there, and then having this drop down.
My ambition is to do a complete.
Sorry, hang on, just a second. I have to just do this now, right? Sean's just gone. Love you, Dion. Right? And Dion, you can say it yourself. Ready, go. She's sending back her love. That's nice, isn't it? We're spreading love today, I'm feeling. Where is the love? Where is the love? Jewelry maker. Here is the love, the love, the love.
You on gems today?
Yeah.
What time?
3 till 7.
I've got to do some work this evening, so I might have you on in the
background. You've got rubies and emeralds coming up. I'm so sorry, they're talking in my ear really loud at the moment. Say that again about gems, what?
Well, I'm working on jewellery later, so I'll have you on in the background.
Yay! Yeah, I'm going to have a right good time tonight. I've got some real deals.
Okay.
We have got some brand new deals coming our way, and the wonderful Debbie Bulford is going to take you through some fantastic guest designer inspiration show. I can see her there, and she's poised like a panther to pounce on some more amazing inspiration. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, we've got that brand new chain tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.